I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Unless you figure that out. That's right, but why? It's true.
Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
Dollar D Productions.
This is a Ryan intro.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Canelo, are you ready? I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. 4-division, 5-time world champion.
Oh, look at this guy.
He is now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
You know my level. And you will see. Because I'm gonna fuck out everybody.
You know, I mean, I would love to fight Canelo. I would love to show the world that I'm the best.
I want to get Canelo out here to Houston.
Oh, Canelo, where your cojones at? Let's get it.
Payday, payday. You want payday. I know that. Then you fight with nobody.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Listos, pelos, chingazos.
He smacked the shit out of Canelo in
Get
person.
the fuck out of here, man. Please. I wanna knock out this guy.
Coronation is complete. All hail King Canelo.
Mira, en este momento puedo hacer lo que yo quiera, ¿no?
Saul Canelo Alvarez.
SDS Promotions.
That's funny? You think that's funny?
A little bit.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We're back. We got a good two-part show for you. We're going to be talking, obviously, Caleb Plant and his recent interview. After his press conference, he was asked about Ryan Garcia, and he reacted to Ryan Garcia's loss to Rolly Romero, and I quote, "God don't like ugly." So we'll be playing that audio as well and going over that, as well as the latest news that Callum Smith and Anthony Yarde are said to be in negotiations for a fight that can land on a 5v5 that has nothing to do with David Benavidez, which is very unfortunate to say the least, as you know, many David Benavidez fans thought he was going to be fighting Callum Smith next, a fight that should have happened a long time ago, but has not yet anyway. And now it seems like domestic rival Anthony Yarde will get the fight before David Benavidez. Benavidez having a bit of a Shakur Stevenson when it comes to opponents. Shakur hasn't been able to get the best of names when he moved to 35, and it looks the same for David, who hasn't been able to get the best of names moving up to 175 pounds. But if this is something that interests you and you guys want to call in and voice your opinion, please do so. We're also going to be having, if everything goes right, we should be having Kelvin Davis on the show at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern. So if you haven't already dropped him a question, feel free. You can do so on our Patreon and or our members only right here on youtube.com/the community page. Yeah, man, let's get into the audio where Caleb had, this specifically to say about Ryan Garcia and his immediate loss to Rolly Romero, who for some time was a stablemate of Caleb Plant. Plant used to train in that Mayweather gym once upon a time. So if you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this on X live streaming video, if you're listening on X Spaces, I need you to hit that retweet. We need some share love.
Caleb, what'd you think of Ryan over the weekend? I know you guys have your...
Shout out to Sean Zattel, as that's his audio, but a Fight Hype video, so credit both.
Your past, and you've talked about the sport needing to be clean, and there was speculation how he looked with the clean test, not testing positive like last year. Just what'd you think of all that?
God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly.
Thanks, guys.
So it's obvious that Caleb was under the impression that Ryan Garcia has tested positive and that he did cheat, and that's why Caleb said God doesn't like ugly.
What'd you think of Ryan over the weekend? I know you guys have your past, and you've talked about the sport needing to be clean, and there was speculation how he looked with the clean test, not testing positive like last year. Just what'd you think of all that?
God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly.
Thanks, guys.
So what's your guys' thoughts? Do you think that Caleb is right here? Did he have a point? Who's right and wrong in this situation, man? That's obviously what we are trying to figure out. Caleb has always had an issue with drug cheats. He prefers that clean sport. We know this. And this is something that he's always been very vocal about. Now, the second piece of news comes from Everything Boxing, that is reporting that Anthony Yarde and Callum Smith are in negotiations. And this is a good fight, but we were under the impression that this was going to be the Benavidez fight. Instead, now, looking like Callum will get the Anthony Yarde opponent versus getting the David Benavidez interim title fight versus interim title champion. But according to Everything Boxing, Smith and Yarde is possible for a 5v5. Anthony Yarde and Callum Smith, the WBO interim light heavyweight title bout, is being worked on to take place in Saudi Arabia in August as part of a Matchroom Queensberry 5v5. So I guess the bad news is for the David Benavidez fans. The good news is for us as boxing fans that, we get this fight on a 5v5, which means there's probably going to be more fights on the card, strengthening the card, making it better for us as boxing fans, which is always a good thing. If we get multiple different fights and big names on the card, it's always better for us. But if you want to call in, now is the time. X Spaces available. Discord available as well. And once again, if you haven't already dropped the question for Kelvin Davis fight in June 7th versus Nahir Albright, head on over to our YouTube channel or our Patreon page and drop him a question, as he should be on the show here in another few minutes. And, we should have a good interview. He's taking on a good opponent, common opponent with his brother. So there will be that mental edge of trying to outdo his brother, I hope. But that will be one of my questions. Obviously, you can ask him whatever you want. Head on over to the post, drop a question for him, and I'll make sure to bring it up to Kelvin Davis, brother of Keyshawn, former Olympian, current WBO champ. We got a couple super chats here. If not one, I will get to that. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. We got Polo Buck, $2. Make sure y'all double jab that like button. Let's go, Chip. We got JXV88, $5. Samson confirmed that Turkey made an offer for Callum, but David rejected it. Laugh out loud emoji. Why strip Bivol if you won't fight till the end of the year? Next, May. What a clown. Yeah, man, I hope that's not the case. I didn't see that there was an offer. I know that Turkey made an offer to David to fight on another card. It wasn't made clear if that was for Callum. You know, we never got any clear indication whether or not Callum was that fight when when David went to Saudi to meet with Turkey. We just know he was told there was a fight on the table. No names have been leaked thus far, so we're not sure if it was a Callum Smith fight the way you're insinuating. Dom B, is Tone going to jump on? You know Tone jump on when he wants, bro. He got the link. Everybody got the link. They jump on when they're available, man. Everybody jump on when they're available. But once again, we are talking Ryan Garcia. Keller Plant reacting to Ryan Garcia's loss and saying, God don't like ugly. Then we're reacting to the latest news, kind of bad news for David Benavidez as he loses another good opponent that people wanted him to face, and that was Anthony Yarde. Now Anthony Yarde seems to be in some sort of conversations, negotiations to potentially be on a 5v5 with Turkey Ala Sheikh. We got Fats on the check-in.
Yo.
What up?
What up? What up, my guy? What up? Hey, yo, I wanted to call in. Y'all watching your show about the Berlinga and Shakur shit. Boy, you gotta cut the grass, boy. Shakur, dirty motherfucker, man. That's crazy. Why hating on his homeboy like that, yo? That's fucked up, yo. And you know what's so crazy? Like this, I mean, that's one of the reasons why he not really likable like that. I don't get what you meant by people coming to see him. I mean, I think it's both. I ain't gonna say Berlanga not a star. I mean, I be seeing them headlines, some fights and shit like that. He got in the ring with Canelo, but he got smoked out by Canelo too, an old ass Canelo. But that's neither here or there. He was undefeated before that. But yeah, I just think that's weird. Yeah, I just think Shorty be kind of funny at him, man. And then what's so crazy is like his fans, they always come up with excuses for him. Like every time you have a boring ass fight or why he don't press the gas, it's like, oh, his hands hurting, this and that. So I say, okay. So when Keyshawn fight De Los Santos, if that fight not boring, that's Shakur's fault. I don't want to hear De Los Santos couldn't cut out the ring and none of that. If that fight ain't boring, that was Shakur's fault. You get what I'm saying? Because I never knew De Los Santos, or the couple fights I seen him, I never seen him look like that in a fight. I never seen one of his fights look like that. Now, I could be wrong, but Ryo and all them fights, a couple fights I saw him fight, I ain't never seen his fights look like that. You get what I'm saying? But, and T.O., man, look, this is another reason why people don't like him, bro. Like, T.O. just say dumb shit, bro. I saw the shit when you was hitting the bag and all that. You talking about Crawford, but he the same nigga left his sister for dead. Like you left your sister, you know what I mean, speak up for you in the background, you know what I mean? Bud called out a name and some more shit. Like, come on, man. That's some clown ass shit, man. T.O. just a goofy, man. That's why he'll never be a star, though. I mean, he doing all this, try to sell his soul, sell his ass, wearing makeup, like, he doing all this whole shit, and you just still ain't gonna be that. You get what I'm saying? It's a sad thing to see. But we need to see Rolly and Haney next. I think that's a good fight. I think that'd be a good fight. Because people think that, and don't, yeah, because I think, don't get me wrong, I want Haney to get his fair one, but it's not guaranteed that because Rolly beat him, and we thought of Rolly as a lesser tier fighter, which I understand. But Rolly always had athleticism and pop, though. He just got with a good trainer that got him on some shit. I mean, you know what I mean? You can't say that he ain't never had no raw talent type ability, but I would like to see that fight because people think that just because Rolly beat him, that Haney will automatically beat Ryan, and I think Haney should beat him because the rounds he didn't get knocked down. If I go over, I'll send you a file. I feel like, the round that he didn't get knocked down, he was fucking Ryan up. But it's just that I don't think that he got Rolly type pop to keep Ryan from putting his hands in his pocket. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, yeah, so it'll be kind of interesting. And Rolly strong in the clinch. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I would want to see that. That's a good matchup. That'll be a good matchup. But yeah, man, they gotta cut the snakes in the grass. And eventually Keyshawn and Shakur gonna fight because Shakur don't like for none of his peers he feel like to be bigger than him. And I get that. I mean, I get it, you competitive and shit like that, but when you say you supposed to be homeboys with people, you singing Chris Brown songs with your man, I'm thinking that's your man. Like, that's your man.
Word.
You get what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden you do that. I mean, that's crazy. And eventually Keyshawn Davis going to surpass him because his fighting style is just better. It's nothing about Shakur. Shakur just don't fight with urgency. Him or T.O. T.O. getting to that point too. He not really fighting with urgency, but T.O. fight more in the pocket. You get what I'm saying? Versus Shakur, just like he just trying to stay out of the way of punches. Like when you got in there that can hit something, he ain't trying to stay in there and slip and dip like he did with Autumn or Yoshino and them guys. He ain't trying to do that. You get what I mean? But we'll see what's up, though. I appreciate the call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you rocking out. We're gonna get Keyshawn's brother, Kelvin Davis, on in a few minutes. So if you haven't already dropped him a question, go ahead and do so. Let him know where you're dropping that question from. This way he knows he's got people listening in and tuned into his fights from around the world. The post is out for Kelvin Davis for those that want to drop a question for the up-and-coming prospect signed to Top Rank, brother of the Olympian Keyshawn Davis. You could do that both on Patreon and YouTube members. There's a post out on each platform for everybody. Discord is available. X Spaces also available for those that want to call in. We got Canada's own Chad. What it do?
Yes, the Gibbs.
Chad, what up?
¿Qué pasa?
Chilling.
Mi hermano. Yeah. Look, I got to be honest. Like, I saw the Tio bit and Crawford news today, and I don't know. Like, is it just me? Like, I feel like people are giving Tio a pass, and not that I really feel any way about it, but I'm just kind of surprised because I saw the video. It looked like it was a live that his dad was doing maybe, and it was kind of casually dropped, the N-bomb, and you could tell the way he dropped it, like he wanted to provoke Crawford, whatever the beef is right now. I don't even know because I
don't
feel
even
like
know that he wants to provoke Crawford. Crawford has a fight that was announced, so those dreams of T.O. getting the Crawford fight are out. The excuses of using his racial tactics to get the fight also should be out the window because, again, Crawford has a fight. He's not – I mean, I can't even recall a situation where a fighter had a fight and then, broke that fight to make a fight with someone because he had issues with that person on social media.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, there's, there's no chance of that fight happening. And I feel like I haven't really seen much. I feel like people are just going to ignore it, I guess. I guess my point is I'm trying to make is I'm surprised because in this day and age, you can't get away with nothing no more. And dropping the N-bomb the way he did with the hard R. I mean, I'm surprised Top Rank and everyone's not like, I'm surprised he didn't stir the pot to that level, or the WBC or whoever else isn't publicly trying to shame him and distance themselves. Do you think, Ness, that this will just get swept away and people are just gonna ignore it, or do you think this is gonna cost him in some way? Because I feel like I just don't see how he gets away with it, whereas everyone
Bro,
else
this is
does
third
not.
time already. This is like his third time. I mean, this has just become his new thing at this point, no?
I think you might be right about that. I mean, the whole like New York City thing, that only got so much juice with me. But anyway, look, I just thought I'd ask. I kind of had that on my mind. I was surprised when I saw that today, to be honest. And it's disappointing too, because I mean, I really like Tio, and man, it seemed like he's doing really well. I don't know why he wants to do stuff like that to screw himself up, screw his career up. So stupid, you know. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got, Ness. I'll go back to listening, man. Thanks.
All right. Few more minutes before we get our first interview. We are talking Kelvin Plant and his reaction to Ryan Garcia suffering a loss. Kelvin had this to say, and this is part of our show, two-part show here. We're talking David Benavidez and the bad news that his potential opponent, Callum Smith, WBO interim, is now scheduled, or at least in talks to be scheduled, to be facing Anthony Yarde, domestic rival. But Plant had this to say about Ryan Garcia.
Caleb, what do you think of Ryan over the weekend? I know you guys have your past, and you've talked about the sport needing to be clean, and there was speculation how he looked with the clean test, not testing positive like last year. Just what do you think of all that?
God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly.
Thanks, guys.
So Caleb insinuating, obviously, that Ryan suffered the loss because God doesn't like ugly, and God knew that Ryan lied and cheated, and he made it right this time around. Everything Boxing reporting that Anthony Yarde and the WBO interim light heavyweight titleist Callum Smith are in negotiations for a potential fight. This is what we're talking about. Two-part topic, two-part show. Also, we got Keyshawn Davis's brother, Kelvin Davis, going to be joining us. He's going to be taking on Nahir Albright. We had Albright on the show already. That was a great interview. He had a lot to say about Kelvin. We'll see what Kelvin has to say about Nahir Albright. Once again, phone lines are open. In the meantime, in between time, you can call in via Discord or X Spaces to keep the show going while we wait on Kelvin Davis, up-and-coming prospect contender with top rank. And we got a couple super chats I got to get to in just a minute. Just trying to populate these links for you for the Discord and X Spaces to make it easier for you to call in for those that want to voice their opinion on the Voice of the People hotline. 2 times a day, TBV, every day. Discord and X Spaces available. I just generated those 2 links. You know, they change every single episode, so it is a bit of a hassle versus having, you know, the same link over and over. But putting that in the live chat now, and I will pin it to the top to make it easy to find. I'm also flooding the chat via spam. This way it's impossible to miss. Also, we got a super chat coming in, $5. 619 Cali Factor. The main event, Pacquiao versus Barrios and Fundora versus Tim Tszyu on the undercard, July 19th in Vegas. I did see that news broke, but it was too late. I already had my thing situated with this particular show, so that announcement will have to wait. Two-Tone, the superstar. What up?
What's cracking?
What up?
You hear
what
me?
Up? Yes, sir. Man, bad news for Mr. Benavidez, my brother. We lost that WBO interim to fight.
So you immediately hit me with the Benavidez.
I mean, it's in my title. It's in my title. I mean, both your guys having a bad day. Motherfucking Kelvin Plant getting that. Ryan talking about what he said. What'd he say?
God don't like ugly, man.
God don't like ugly. And he ain't like that Ryan was out here cheating, man.
Hey, Ryan Garcia, he owes Caleb Plant an apology. He violated that man's wife. Mm-hmm. Anytime, and this ain't a side chick. This is his wife. You don't violate people's wives, bro. So Caleb forever gonna hate Ryan Garcia. They was throwing drinks at each other like they was Chris Brown and Drake. I can't hate on Caleb. I can't. What can I say? I can't. Caleb got every right to destroy Ryan Garcia. He saw that man get his ass kicked by Rolly Romero. So yeah, man. Ryan need to apologize to George Kambosos' wife, Caleb Plant wife. Who else? Ryan was wilding when he was on them damn shrooms. So yeah, man. He got a lot of apologies, man. And Dave, man, we ducked. We just one of the most duck boxers in boxing history. Give us a Jesse Hart squabble in Arizona, man. I've been wanting that fight. Give us Jesse Hart. And that's a tough fight. That's a tough squabble.
Well, Kelvin Plant has always had issues with PEDs in boxing, including Canelo's testing behavior, accusing Canelo Alvarez of minimizing drug testing in their fight in 2021, and citing Canelo's 2018 clenbuterol positive evidence of quote-unquote being a drug cheat. He cites the infrequent testing as an issue with boxing and drug testing, and he's an advocate for more frequent, rigorous drug tests to catch PED users, believing elite boxers exploit lax protocols. Kelep has always criticized Trevor McCumbee with a PED history. He's criticized microdosing, delayed test results, and fight proceedings despite positive, as seen in 2024 posts, specifically for Ryan Garcia and Trevor McCumbee. That must be Kelvin Davis. Kelvin, man, what's going on? Appreciate you taking out the time to jump on. You hear me, champ?
Yo, yeah, I can hear you.
I said, appreciate you coming on the show and taking out the time to jump on. I know you're deep in camp right now for your June 7th fight.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if you caught our interview with Nair Albright, but we did have an opportunity to interview him. He's obviously a common opponent with your brother, so this fight for him, and I'm assuming for yourself, means a lot because it's a common opponent with your brother where there will be, I guess, comparisons. And for him, he believes he beat your brother, but he doesn't like that you guys are passing him around.
I mean, we chose Nair Albright because at the end of the day, he gonna bring a fight in the Norfolk crowd, man. My last guy, he was moving and running and stuff like that, so we know Nair, he gonna come to fight. So I feel like he a good fit, good matchup for me, and we gonna get it on.
Have you watched his fight with your brother after the first time watching it? Like, have you studied it as a boxer now that's gonna face him, or you leave that to Bomac, Red Spikes, and Isil Davis?
I mean,
Excuse me, Diegas.
I was there when he fought Key, so I mean, I seen him fight already.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, have you went back and studied it as a boxer that's gonna face him, or did you only watch it live that one time?
Nah, just really that one time. I don't even think it's on YouTube. I think I probably had to go find it on ESPN Plus or something like that. But nah, I mean, I already know what he gonna bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't too much studying to do. He's already the type of fighter he is. He not gonna, you know what I'm saying? He ain't changing. He been fighting like that for years now. So like, I already know what I'm up against.
For sure. He did give your brother a tough fight, and I guess till this date might have been the toughest fight your brother was in. Do you agree?
Yeah, we can say that. He definitely to this day he gave Keyshawn this toughest fight. So that's why when I beat him in dominant fashion, it's just gonna be that more impressive.
Kelvin,
Go ahead, champ.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, Kelvin, can y'all are you taking him like serious? Because like when y'all go back to like Thanksgiving, you don't want Keyshawn to be like, yo, you was getting cooked by Albright. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like you don't want him, like Ness said, to go through the family tree putting hands and feet on people. Like he a problem, bro. He a problem.
Yeah, but you talking janky, man. You talking jinky. So yeah, hands and feet is crazy. Him putting hands and feet on me is crazy.
Mm.
Well, I take every fight seriously. At the end of the day, this is gonna be for a WBO Intercontinental title. So this is a
Mm.
big stepping stone in my career. You think he about to show up from Philly in my hometown, and you think I'm taking him lightly? Like, I don't come on. You gotta ask some realistic questions now.
That's what I want to hear. I wanted to hear like, yo, I'm coming to cook this nigga, man. I'm
Man,
coming
come on,
to
man. He's
wash
stepping in
this.
my hometown. He was chosen at the end of the day. He's stepping in my hometown. I'm
Mm.
on my A game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say too much. Like this gonna be one of those fights that's like I feel like can be a breakout fight for me. You know what I'm saying? So definitely taking it serious. We going day by day in training camp, going hard every day. Good top quality sparring. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna be ready for sure.
Now you've said, and I quote, he can't hang with us. Um, and that you're fighting for family honor. How do you balance the emotion of, the fight, the fact that he's already faced your brother, the fact that your hometown, that weight on your shoulders from all the fans? How do you stay disciplined taking on a veteran like Albright, who's, he's beaten Olympians like Carlos Baldares?
Where I say that at? Where you see that at?
On the internet, they have
I
you
said that.
quoted. Yeah, they have you quoted saying you're facing the hair Albright on June 7th, and that quote unquote can't hang with us, and you're fighting for family honor. Not true?
I
You
don't
don't
know. I
remember say
guess.
you don't remember saying that, Chip?
Nah. But I mean,
It's all good. It's all good. I mean, how do you stay disciplined then, knowing that this fight is back home and you got, a lot of eyeballs on you, people pulling you in different ways? Then let's change it up.
uh, how do I stay disciplined? I mean, I'm away from home. I'm out here in Vegas training. I'm around everybody that's on the card. Honestly, my brothers, Troy Isley, Delonte Johnson. It's just we all pushing each other because we all know what we got to do at the end of the day on June 7th. We trying to make our card the best card of the year, man. It's good fights, good lineup on the card. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Keyshawn gonna be fighting Edwin De Los Santos, and I know everybody want to see that. So like. I feel like that's gonna be a good card from beginning to the end with Troy, my brothers, Delonte Johnson, Abdullah Mason. That's gonna be an action-packed card.
Yeah, I feel like it's a family affair, man. Like you said, Troy Isley, he's also trained by, your trainer, Bomac. Bomac and the whole team is going to be in that corner, with the 3 fights that they have. But you guys also brought in Derek, a.k.a. Scooter Davis. He's also kind of from that area. And hope not you guys, but Top Rank put him on the card, and hopefully he also helps sell those tickets as well. But it is like a family affair. Do you prefer it this way, that when y'all fight, it's like a Davis card or Davis and family card? You think it can always be this way, or this is just one and done?
In the moment, I feel like, cause I gotta go, so I gotta be so focused on my fight at the end of the day. So in moment, it's like a kind of bittersweet thing, cause I can't really tune in or lock in on my brothers because I gotta worry about what I got going on too. So, but after when we all put on dominant performance and we just go back and watch the night, that joint just be like, damn, we did that. You know what I'm saying? Because the first homecoming was crazy, just all the way around. Like so, it's like we reflected that night and went back and watched. Like, damn, that was a amazing night, a legendary night. So I feel like this time around is gonna be even better. Especially we can start with the matchups on the card.
Nah, great matchup. Did you have options, or was Albright the only thing? Because again,
I had
why
like
him?
two fighters pull out like off the early. Like
Okay.
fighters been pulling out. My last fight, I went through like 4 or 5 opponents, and this fight, they been trying to find me an opponent, and they've been falling out. So I'm like, man, me and
What do
my
you
team
think
just
it
sat down
is?
and
You
we
think
came out. We came out what we came up. Me and my team sat down. We came up with Nahir Albright. Uh, Top Rank contacted his team. And they said, "Let's go." Shout out to Nahir Albright, man, signing the contract because it was tough for us to get opponents. So he signed it on the first two days. You know what I'm saying? So I know he confident in himself. He better be. But like it's a fight at the end of the day, so we going down June 7th for sure for the WBO Intercontinental. I'm ready for sure.
Well, I
Champ.
seen you in the gym yesterday. I'm sorry, Tom. Last one is nothing major. I seen you in the gym. You definitely look like you're in shape already. There's not it doesn't seem like there's any weight to cut.
I don't ever have problems with weight. But this is my first time actually fighting at 140. But we gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? We eating right. Like this time around, we doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? As far as eating, training hard every day, twice a day. You know what I'm saying? We just doing everything right this time around, so we can be prepared, fully prepared for what's coming.
Champ, I know you don't want to look past this fight, but would you be open to the Davises versus the Vargases squabble? Because I think that's big for boxing.
Yeah, but they just gotta get on our level at the end of the day. Like they not on our. I mean, how, who, what? I fight any one of them. Fernando, I know he fight bigger weight class, but I still put hands on him. I've been putting hands on him. But
Oh, you're
anyway.
smart. Damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
man. I've
out
been
in
touched the
Vegas.
right.
They both in
The first
Vegas.
time I ever seen him, he was riding, like real talk. First time I ever seen he was riding. So that's why like how things playing out now, and he trying to be this and that. Because the beef started like when I was fighting Kevin Johnson. He was just like he was talking crazy about me because I guess he was on. It's cool being on the opposite side, but like when you start saying like crazy stuff, I ain't really like that. So I get to DM him and stuff like that. So then he's talking crazy in the DMs like he a thug or a gangster or something like that. So I'm like, wow. So I couldn't even entertain it no more. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know you fronting like something you not. You know what I'm saying? Cause like when we see in person, like it don't be that. But I ain't about to keep talking about him. I respect though. I like Emiliano though. He cool. Like when I be seeing him and Amando, they be trying to dap us up and shit like that. It's just Fernando. He be tripping.
Now, you would be open to an Emiliano Vargas fight since this is going to be your first time making 140 and you'll have a Continental. He's at 140, or do you think he's also behind you?
I was actually definitely open, but I guess Top Rank got plans for him, so I ain't gonna fuck the bag up.
So they said, no, you can't get your hands on that guy. Okay. So what's the plan for you? I mean, obviously, if you go to Top Rank and you ask for Emiliano and like, oh, we got another path for him, did you follow up with what's the path for me then?
Once I spank Nair, right? I ain't looking past him though. But once I spank Nair, I want Barboza.
Arnold?
Yeah, why you say it like Arnold? No, why you say it like that?
No, I'm just saying, champ. I mean, that's
That shit show they just did
title
that last
contention.
weekend.
That's
Man,
title
that shit show
contention
they just
leap.
did. That's like that shit show they just did that last weekend, man.
It was nasty.
Come on, man. Barboza. I would love that fight with Barboza. No disrespect, but after I spank Wu, I definitely guns blazing at Barboza. So I can, like you said, contending. Like what we waiting on. Once I spank Nair, we got the WBO Intercontinental. Then we could fight me and Barboza. Then I'll be right there for a world title.
What was your trajectory like? Did you ever have a plan in your mind in terms of how long before you became a world champion?
Hell nah, we was just taking this shit day by day. You know what I'm saying? Fight by fight. Playing shit by ear, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Go
assuming
ahead.
with your brother becoming a champ, that's kind of motivated you more, or do you think it's rushed your timeline a bit? Not rushed it, but maybe you want to speed up just so y'all could be champions at the same time, or no?
Hell yeah, it motivated me for sure. Watching my little brother win a world title at the end of the day after all these years of hard work. Come on, man, that definitely motivated me. I was right there, ringside, you know what I'm saying? So that just made me like, oh yeah, I gotta go get that too. Yeah, we need that. Gotta get one of those at a 140 division for sure.
Man, you saying that y'all sound so much alike, even the voice and everything. Tone, you don't got anything before I get to the peoples?
Yeah. Speaking of Barboza, his opponent was Teofimo Lopez. I don't know if you read the news today. Teo let the ER fly with no remorse. He said ER. Yeah. Now, rumors just came out like right now. Turkey Al Sheikh said he trying to make Keyshawn and Teo at 140 when Tio put hands. I mean, when Keyshawn put hands and feet on De Los Santos, like I would like that for the culture. Do you think a black boxer got to get Tio out of boxing for the culture?
Hell yeah, I feel like Keyshawn the man to do it too, man. Keyshawn gonna really beat on him. That's why he keep saying boots, 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 boots. This because he do not want to see Keyshawn. Turkey already said, like you just said, he want the Keyshawn and Tio fight. At this point, it's in Tio hands. Like it take two to tango. At the end of the day, Tio not trying to really get in there with Key. Then it's history. Keyshawn, man, yeah, they got history.
The gym wars, the
So
gym stories we've heard.
yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm saying. If
Easy to
anything, he
sell
should be
then, huh,
wanting to.
champ?
He should be wanting to fight Keyshawn. If you get if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying. So I don't know. It takes two to tango. But yes, Turkey definitely wants that fight, and shoot, we want that fight too, for sure.
I got 450 that says, what's some of your goals you want to accomplish in the sport of boxing? These are all fan questions, champ.
Make money. I need to feed my I need to feed my family at the end of the day. But yeah, for sure.
All right, next one is from El Consejero. He says, Kelvin, appreciate the time. El Consejero from Washington State. Do you have a mental health coach or a therapist? If not, do you believe a boxer can be in therapy while still fighting and not lose their competitive edge? I don't know if you know, Kelvin, but this comes from that Tank interview where he said he wants to retire so that he could do mental health because he does believe if he's in mental health, he might lose that competitive edge.
That's kind of hard to speak on because to answer your first part of your question, no, I'm not. I don't have a therapist, and I'm not dealing with mental health. And it's hard to speak on something that you can't relate to. So you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to say, oh, it's hard to keep that competitive nature when you going to a therapist because anything is possible in my eyes. You know what I'm saying. So I feel like yeah, you can talk about what's going on your mind to keep your mind clear, keep your mind straight, and still hit that switch. It's all about a switch, you know what I'm saying? To get to still have that competitive nature and have that dog mentality in the ring. But like I said, it's hard to speak on something that I can't relate to, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We got major media. Who's your top 3 most overrated current boxer list? Now that's a new one.
Overrated?
Overrated.
Top 3?
Top 3.
They gonna try to drag me. Devin Haney.
They trying to set you up with some heat. Who?
Devin Haney,
Devin
that's
Haney.
one. That's one. Two more. Two more. Yo, Devin catches so many strays this week, bro. That's wild.
Why? Because he was on his Fitbit shit? Why?
You terrible. Fitbit. This guy's terrible.
Man. He ain't never really he had a lot of good like stylistically fights. But he never really showed no. What he just did these last week was kind of expected because nigga, I mean he was trying to see like where his chin was at, I guess. I don't know, but he ain't taking no risks. I don't know. I don't want to say too much. But Devin Haney, who else overrated?
My audience laughing in the chat right now. It's live. They laughing in the chat because they know I'm a Devin Haney fan. They're like, damn, Ness, he broke your heart.
Oh, hey, are you a Devin Haney? I mean,
no, it's all good. Listen, this is part of boxing.
He is who he is. Yeah, he is who he is. Know what I'm saying? I know they're gonna be talking crazy about me, but shit, fuck it. That's how boxing go. But who else? I'm trying to give you 2 more. It's crazy. He definitely gonna be mad that I can't even think of nobody else.
If you want to double back to it,
I don't even want to say Rolly overrated because like he just won, and 2, I like how his energy like he was trying to make it a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like he was using what he had to try to make it a fight. You know what I'm saying? He won't want no scary shit. But Ryan Garcia kind of overrated, but he's still a good fighter though. Like I mean, I ain't saying Devin Haney was a bad fighter, but they overrated. But Ryan Garcia, like Rolly did. Once you take away that hook, it's like, damn, what else do you got? I feel like A lot of people be overthinking this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? Even including myself. Like it ain't rocket science. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fight at the end of the day. Person only got two hands. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Champ,
That was a crazy question.
were you? Did you happen to be in the session with Lester Martinez and Emiliano Moreno?
Nah, honestly, I don't even know who Emiliano Moreno is.
He was in the gym with you yesterday. The Latin kid, tall, 47-pounder. He was training in the back ring. You was on the left by the
Oh, I
speed
know who you
bags.
talking about. I know who you talking about, but I don't know. I mean, I know who you talking about now that you explained it, but I don't know him.
Okay.
But I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I don't know.
I got Dom in the OKC. Salute, champ. What is one thing that you learned outside the ring that has helped you inside the ring while fighting?
Damn. See, I can give you something I learned inside the ring that helped me outside the ring, but it's kind of hard to come up with something I learned outside of the ring that helped me inside the ring. Honestly,
What helped you inside the ring, outside in life?
just discipline, self-discipline. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, I give you just a discipline for sure. But one thing I could say, like, cause I played team sports before. One thing I learned outside in team sports that you can't time out or you can't pass it to nobody else in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You got to dig deep and do it yourself. So that's something I guess.
I got Quest in Virginia. He says, "What's up, champ? Blind rank these 5 fighters." So I'm gonna say one fighter at a time, and there's only top 5, so you would have to rank them however you think they fit. Kyron Davis, 160 pounder.
Don't know
Keon Davis, your brother.
what I'm ranking off of.
1 through 5. What
Like
position you put him?
1 through 5, 5,
Keyshawn Davis.
5.
Tank. What? No. You already got a 5. So if
Oh,
if
I
if,
can't.
if
Oh,
Kelvin is if Kelvin is 5, then Keyshawn is your 1, your 4, your 3, your 2.
this like an order thing.
Yeah, rank. You want to start
All
over?
right, Keyshawn is 1.
Okay.
Yeah, Keyshawn is 1. Keon is 2.
Kelvin Davis.
Oh no. Let's start over. You ain't say my name. Give me the name. Give me the names first.
That's why it's called blind ranking, to see where you put them at, and then you get the
Oh,
next.
I see. I didn't know you was gonna say my name though. I'm not putting nobody before me.
There you go. All right. The last one is Tank Davis.
You already gave me 4.
I gave you Kyron Davis, Keon Davis,
Yeah, he's
Keyshawn
5.
Davis.
I don't even know him. And you just did 5 dudes named Davis too.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That's a question from the public. That's Quest in
Oh, all
Virginia.
right. Yeah. I mean, it was blind, so I already fucked up. But if you gotta ask me, Ki, Tank, Chiron.
I got Z Pacino out of the Lou. What's good, Kelvin? Salute emoji. Could you tell us how you got the nickname Night Night, and what's been your favorite part of camp so far?
How I got the nickname Night Night. I was like 11, 12 years old. Me and my brothers, we was just watching like Floyd and stuff like that. We was watching boxing, and everybody had nicknames. Man, we was just getting into boxing around the time. So I'm like, man, we need nicknames. We need nicknames. So I came up with Night Night, and then I put it on the back of my little robe I had going into the Silver Gloves, and then I was making a name for myself around that time, like I was winning and stuff. So that joint just stuck with me. Night Night, Night Night. Every tournament they come, well, that's Night Night. You know what I'm saying? So that joint just really stuck with me my whole life. So when I turned pro, I couldn't change my name. But what was the second part of the question?
Can you describe the wait?
Oh yeah, how
And what's
camp
been your
been?
favorite part of camp?
Favorite part of camp been sparring, elite level work, dog work every day. Every sparring session is dog work. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna need June 7th. You know what I'm saying? Like come out, it's a fight. I ain't really trying to do too much boxing. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that bell ring, we need to be going at it. I need to get enough of a crowd or a spectacular performance, and me and Wu gonna try to steal the show.
Nice. I got Cam from Oklahoma. Assuming you've been in the gym with Shakur and Keyshawn during their sparring, Can you describe the pace of those rounds? Salute, champ. Good luck in your fight June 7th. 100 emoji.
Appreciate that, man. But I've been seeing Keyshawn and Cole spar since we was all kids. The pace is all different paces. It just depends on what timing they on that day. But I mean, it's always a chess match for sure. Especially dealing with somebody like Shakur, that's a defensive fighter, so you really gotta do a little extra to get to him. You know what I'm saying? But it's always a chess match with them.
Call me MPO. G from Brooklyn says, I see you fought a lot of catchweights. Where do you see yourself settling in at? But that's 40,
Fighting
right?
this fight for a WBO Intercontinental title at 140 pounds. I've been fighting catch weights because just like I guess been using my little leverage I got to not fight 140 if you don't have to. But now it's for a title, so we gonna make the weight and get it done.
I got Benny Hinn that says, what is the biggest lesson you learned from your amateur experience, and what is something you're progressively learning as a pro?
To calm things down in the ring, and just like I said, make it a fight. I'll be so wrapped up in boxing that I can just fight somebody and then they'll start breaking down. So yeah.
And talk trends. Why you and Hitchens have beef?
I don't got no beef with Africa. I mean, Hitchens. I don't got no beef with him. I don't got no beef with nobody. Like I don't beef.
Did he have
But
you blocked? Did you block him? I'll be blocking niggas. You block?
I don't play those social media games. I don't block no dude, man. Like,
It's
come
a
on, man. That's
feature.
blocking people. Blocking
Calvin,
people
it's
is
a
for
feature.
females. Blocking people is for females.
Calvin, it's a feature.
Man, I got haters. I got people inboxing me all types of crazy stuff. I let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they watching. Like blocking is for females. You know what I'm saying? Like now, if somebody
Damn.
in my inbox talk about my kids or like just going real overboard, like saying crazy stuff, maybe I'll probably block them. But like it's been a minute since I had to do that because people ain't really. I ain't gonna say they not. I probably just ain't paying attention to it or something like that. But like blocking is for. If he did, I don't know, but I don't got no beef for Africa. I just feel like you're saying, it's boxing. I want that. He got the IBF title. Let's fight.
I hear you.
Ain't no
What
beef.
do you think about his fight with George Kambosos? The press conference was today. Does he
Tailor made.
dog walk him? Is it going to be easy?
Tailor made for Africa. Because after that, I think he got to fight for his mandatory. And I think everybody know who that is.
You think Sabril will still be there? Remember, Sabril got a big fight coming up. Who is Sabril fighting? Let me double check. But Sabril got a big fight coming up on that
Yeah, he
card.
do. But I feel like if that's your mandatory, then that's
I mean, he got
everybody
to
know he was.
win.
Everybody know he was ducking Sabrio, man. He told the world that he ain't going to fight Sabrio in Puerto Rico on the 10-pound rehydration clause, and then went to go do it with Liam Paro. If that's not scary, then I don't know what to call it.
He explains it that, he's obviously fighting for the IBF. He never got out the rankings. He thinks people just fed too much into that.
Fed it too much into what?
Into,
He
him saying
said out his mouth that he's not going to Puerto Rico on the 10-pound rehydration clause to fight Sabrio, but did it with Liam Paro.
I mean, you think it was because of the hometown advantage that Sabril in Puerto Rico? I'm just giving him some options, champ. I'm giving him some options.
All right, you try to give him the benefit of the doubt. All right, I guess.
All right,
I
last
guess.
one.
If you deep down, look, I
Yeah.
bet you he'll be willing. I bet you he'd have been willing to fight Kambosos in his hometown.
Okay. Last one, and we get you out of here. I appreciate your time. We got Octo. He says, yo, champ, what's your favorite music artist? And give us one movie we should watch.
Free Dirt, man. That's my guy. Free Dirt, Lil Dirt, my favorite artist right now. Lil Dirt in future, but a movie I should watch. A movie I've been watching right now, I just say I've been watching 300.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like watching war movies when I'm in camp.
That puts you in the mood then, in terms of,
Yeah, 300 or like
violence.
Gladiator. I like the first Gladiator better than the second one, but the second one's still alright. I like watch Gladiator. But a movie everybody should watch. I feel like one of my top 5 favorite movies. I don't know all time. Like I like Django.
Okay. Yeah, I like that too.
Django. I feel like it's a lot of hidden messages in Django.
You said hidden messages. Did you watch Sinners?
Man, that shit. I guess that shit went over my head or something. I don't
Ah,
like it.
yes. The
I guess
champion. Yo, I
I
thought it
don't
was
know.
ass too. Bro,
Yeah, it
people
was
got
trash
so
to
mad
me.
at me for
Everybody,
saying,
I'm like, man, what the hype about? Because of Michael B. Jordan? I don't know what the like.
that's
I
what
don't
I
know.
said,
I guess
champ.
I missed the message. I don't know. Like everybody been telling me different meanings they got from behind the movie. So I'm like, I guess there's no real meaning. I guess what you take from it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Nah, that's
don't
what
know
they
that.
said. Nah, it went over your head. You ain't get the coat. I'm like, all right, champ. Look, I love movies, but I ain't get that one. But listen, champ, that was the last one. 300 is fire. Stay in that camp mode, man. We appreciate you jumping on, and we look forward to your big fight with Nahil Albright. I love this matchup, and we locked in. Just give out your social
For
media
sure,
too.
appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Follow me on Instagram, Kelvin Davis 2_. Follow me on Twitter at DB3Kev with 1_. It's going down June 7th. The whole card from beginning to the end. If you can't be there, turn on your TVs. It's gonna be a good night for boxing.
Kelvin Davis, I appreciate you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kelvin Davis. We also taking calls. We got Quest with the best call. Quest the best with the best questions. Yo, who was Sabril supposed to fight? I couldn't even find it, bro. I'm fucking tongue-tied over here.
Poirier. He supposed to fight Berto Poirier.
Oh, Alberto Puello.
Poirier, yeah. Shout out TBV. That's up there. Is Tone up there still? Is Tone
Nah, he
dipped
jumped
off?
off. He jumped off. Dippity dip.
Damn, Tone. Damn. I'm gonna get to that a little later. Yeah. Shout out Kelvin Davis, bro. Big Norfolk shit in the building, man. Shout out.
You going to the fight or what? You right
Man,
there.
I don't know, man.
What? You don't know? Bro, that's a little good ass card. Yo, you got Abdullah taking on Jeremiah Nakatilia, Kelvin taking on Albright, Keyshawn taking on motherfucking De Los Santos. I mean, Troy
It's a good card. Yeah, man. I want to go, man. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's on. You said May 7th? May 7th?
June 7th.
June 7th. I'm tripping. June 7th. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. One nigga said he gonna be there, man. So I don't want to run into that nigga, man. I don't want to put my hands on that nigga. Man, you already know, bitch ass James, man, said he gonna be there at the fight.
Bro,
he said something like that.
Y'all don't even know how each other look. I mean, you know how he look. We ain't never seen you, so if you see him, you ain't gotta say nothing.
Nah, man. If I see him, man, it's gonna be on site, man. Yeah, I don't want to do that to my man James, man. But I might go there.
He just gave you a counterpunch the other day. How could it be on site?
Man, fuck that counter. That's a counterpunch, man. It is what it is, bro.
That's obviously like a peace offering, man. He was like, "Yo, man, that other fight, lead that to my man Quest." I remember that.
I mean, I know what James trying to do, man. He trying to act all cool and shit. Like, nigga, I ain't asked for no counterpunch. If I ask for a counterpunch, give me a counterpunch, James. Don't give me a counterpunch. I ain't asked for it. But next, bro, what's going on with your co-host, man?
Who?
Tone over here. Tone, he over here going off on my man round one.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know,
both.
man. They having beef, man. I'm not getting involved, and I don't want to bring that shit to the show. I told them they handle that shit off camera. I don't know what's going on. You know, I like both of them, and I think they both good. You know, for the show.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. That's you just be the middleman. You know, try to de-escalate as much as you can. You know, there's a little drama. You know, keep the fans interacting. You know, just keep the people eyes watching, see what's going on. Tone, don't duck round one, man. He gonna pop on the show. Say whatever you need.
We can't be talking about duck. Round one is very small. Tone is very, very big. Y'all keep underestimating Tone, man. He's very, very big, bro.
Man, someone said in the chat, I seen something. Someone said, who gonna get in the ring first, Earl or Two-Tone the Superstar? Man, you gotta put a poll up. Who you think gonna get in the ring first, Ness? That's a question right there. Earl Spence or Two-Tone the Superstar?
Maybe Two-Tone.
All right, okay. Okay, all right. I think Earl Spence might get in there, man. Hey, shout out TBV. I'm gonna go ahead, man, and I'm gonna pop out, man. I'm out.
You the man, player, Himalaya. If you're trying to jump on the show, you already know. I need you to hit that thumbs up, hit that repost, retweet if you on X live streaming video, or you on X Spaces. They both formerly known as Twitter. 2 new features they got where we could go live, either audio, kind of like, what was that shit? Not Periscope. It was the other thing. It was like Rumble. No, not Rumble. Fuck Clubhouse. That's what basically they stole Clubhouse, and X is more popular, so it's popping in that spaces. And then they see that YouTube is popping with the live streaming, so they're doing live streaming too. So we are on there. We're trying to be everywhere. So if you're on our X video stream, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that retweet, repost. I need them shares, man. Let me get that sound check on Discord. Make sure everything is gravy, baby, and we got it all covered. Knight, what up?
You got me?
You know it.
Shouts out to the boxing voice. Shouts out to Ness. Tone still on?
Gone with the wind.
Oh, well, shouts out to Tone, though. I guess he just hopped on for that interview. But, Ness, man, I'm tired of these scary ass boxers, man, who can't cut the ring off. Like, you let them slide with that, Ness. You did. You let them slide, Ness.
How? What are you talking about? What I let him slide about? About Haney?
In the interview, when he was like, no, not about Haney. This ain't even about Haney.
What are you talking about then?
I mean, when what is it? Kyron or Kyron Davis?
Kyron Davis.
Kyron Davis, who you just interviewed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he gonna say, "Oh, I know Barinchek not gonna do all that running." What, bro?
Baranchek.
That means you can't cut the ring off, nigga. Like, Ness, you let him slide. You
Who
should have
is
been like,
Baranchek? I'm lost, man. Lost.
Not Baran. Which dude he said do the running? He said he know, because you was like, why you chose this opponent? He was like, because I know he not going to do all that running. I know he come to fight.
Yeah. So what you want me to say?
That's crazy. You should have cut him off right then and there and said, hold up, champ. Your brother's an Olympian. You've been in boxing. You don't know how to cut the ring off?
Yeah, but how we gonna ask him if he don't know how to cut the ring off when he ain't even show that? The one that had a fight where he showed he couldn't cut the ring is Canelo.
Well,
he
so
just telling you he picked someone that's gonna make a fun fight in his hometown. That's all he said.
Nah. First, don't come on this motherfucker talking about somebody running. If you ain't even shown,
yo, so that's what it is. He triggered you because he hated on Dev, and you mad.
Nah, it ain't hating on Dev, because Dev ain't the only one that fought like that. You see what I'm saying? Dev ain't the only one that fought like that. I'm saying, like, people now, like, it just, now they making it a big deal because Dev did it, but people been fighting like that. It's now because the recent shit with Dev and the PEDs pop with Ryan, so now they so of course they gonna connect it to Dev all the time in Shakur with their recent shit. But fighters been fighting like that, and you gonna come on here and say, "Oh, I send you another one." That's what's the name? He can't cut the ring off. I mean, I don't want to fight him because he gonna run. What? Bro, you's a boxer, bro. You's a fighter. You need to learn how to cut the ring off then, nigga. Like, don't come up here, you talking about Hitchison scared. Nigga, you scared. Don't call nobody else scared for something they ain't do and some shit you ain't doing. Like, I don't like that. Like, next time these niggas talking about running, the first thing you do, you cut their ass off and say, hey, just like I just cut you off, can you cut the ring off? So you shouldn't worry about a nigga running. Like, that's bullshit right there, man. I don't like that. He bullshit. That let me know he just wants some rock'em sock'em bock'em shit. And if he get in there with somebody who actually knows the sport, know how to fight and box, he ain't gonna be able to do shit. Like, damn, nigga, take some lessons from your brother. He was a silver medalist. He can teach you how to cut the damn ring off. Cause what, that the youngest brother or the middle brother? Or Keyshawn, the middle brother?
Keyshawn, the middle brother. Yeah, Kelvin the youngest. I mean, Keon the youngest, Kelvin the oldest, Keyshawn the middle.
Oh, so the one you was interviewing was the oldest?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, get his ass up out of here, man. This nigga talking about somebody running. That's see why, nigga. You can't. Your stamina ain't up to par, nigga. Fuck up out of here, man. Can't come on here talking about niggas running and then say you want to fight Haney. That contradicts itself right there too,
Well,
man.
I ain't hear him say he want to fight Haney. That went over my head. Did he say that?
He called him out. You was like, who you looking at? He said Haney.
I ain't hear that. I heard
Man,
Hitchens. He
man.
got the belt. He
He
said
said
Hitchens got the
Haney.
belt he won.
He said
Yeah,
Haney.
it
He
was the
said
African belt.
Romero. I'm saying though, he called Haney name. He called Romero name. He called Ryan name. He called them 3 names out. So you can't talk about fight a nigga running and then call a nigga name out who everybody say ran his last fight. Don't do that. Get on these niggas' ass, Ness. Get on their ass, man. I'm about to send that to you. That's my call though.
Hey man,
Alright.
I got the blueprint of how Devin Haney can get away from all this slander.
I seen it. I seen your video. You know I'm always watching. And it's getting. You might be right. The comments. I was shocked to see the comments that you're receiving on it. Yeah, man. You might be right. Chico, you too late, man. You sent 20 asking to cut him off, and it wasn't right. Then you sent the 50 when he already hung up, brother. But
does he keep that in a holster?
yeah, man. Chico, you could keep that, and the next time you want to cut somebody, just say, "Yo, Ness, cut him." I know you. I know. You got 50 in the bank, man. Vincent, it's never money in the toilet with TBV, man. He got that. He can even send me his cash up, and I'll refund it, man. That shit ain't no biggie. But yeah, I seen your video, and I seen all the comments, bro. You might be right. Hey, when you're right, you're right. And I felt all warm and fuzzy inside. I hope y'all all take that and clip it and say I'm gay. I don't give 2 fucks. When I seen everybody like, hell yeah, I'll buy a Devin Haney pay-per-view. I'll buy 2 if he beats T.O. Somebody said they'll buy a shirt. They'll buy a DHP shirt. I could have sworn I seen somebody say they'll get a tattoo. I'm like, okay. Tone might be on to something. We gotta get this message to Bill. See, can we do something?
Yeah, Bill made a post today. And that video is an old video too. That's when T.O. was doing the first racist stuff. I was like, man, Devin can get back in the culture easy.
Oh, so this old just resurfacing?
Yeah, that's an old
Internet
video.
is mean. You know, this morning that I almost unfollowed him, but I'm gonna give him one last chance. That boxing enthusiast page, bro. Motherfucker lied on Shakur talking about he fighting some African dude. And that's partial real information because that was a previous Shakur opponent that fell apart. Like a fill-in type shit. And it was like a year ago. It was scheduled for July 9th or 12th. And, you know, obviously this new date is a different date. The point is, man, yeah, a lot of people out here lying, bro. People lying for clicks, man. You got to be careful. You don't know who's saying what and what's real. It's just too many liars, bro. It's crazy. I wonder what them X. I'm not getting paid from X, FYI. I just want that to be known. But I wonder what them checks looking like, the way that motherfuckers lie. Like, it's so many accounts that just make shit up and got like 300 retweets. So I'm assuming they making shit up because that money is right.
Nah, but you gotta buy. Advertisers gotta buy an ad and place it in your comments. So if your post doesn't align to what the advertiser wants, they're not going to buy it. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, okay, it's about to be an easy bag. But nah, like if you talking something wild, no company going to want to put their ad in your comments.
Damn. So I guess them checks ain't right. I don't know because I ain't mentioning no names, but I see some accounts getting traction with straight lies. And I don't get it. It's like, bro, somebody need to regulate this shit, because that shit had like 94 retweets, and I'm like, damn, the fuck is this opponent? But I hit up AI, and bro, AI right away like, hell no, all this information is partially true because it's is outdated. He was supposed to fight that dude, but that fell apart, and it never happened. And I'm like, man. And even AI is like, because you could give AI the link and everything. So AI was like, man, this shit is bogus. I'm like, Lord have mercy, this is nasty.
Yeah. And Elon Musk is so cold with that AI Grok. Mm-hmm. You can literally go to somebody post and at Grok and be like, yo, Grok, is this true? Then Grok could go to expose him.
Nice.
Like, nah, this ain't true. Like, god damn.
Damn, Chico, like, you mean y'all starting this beef shit again? Chico, let me get to these super chats. So Chico with the $20.
Quad pack is funny as hell.
He sent that 20 spy and said, man, cut this caller. His voice annoying. And two-tone, tell David, get a fight. Better than Smith versus Yard. Chilikillis. Yeah,
Jesse
man,
Hart,
drop that
man.
bomb. Nah. You can't go Jesse Hart. I mean, you can't go from Callum Smith to Jesse Hart.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. Today's CYP birthday? Bro, I ought to put you on my story.
He said Cash App. Cash App, $CYP athletes.
Happy birthday to the GOAT, man. That's a real brother right there.
Pistol, Parkway, Mozzie, $2. Unfollow that troll page, Ness. Nah, I mean, I almost did, bro. Like I said, I'm going to give this fucker another chance. Chico with the 5. I'll keep that 50 in the chamber unless the community wants to cut. Because we team two-tone. Drop that guap. Isn't it with an A to say guap pack? But okay.
Because you didn't play that video with BLK Prime called her the guap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it be with an A? Like just like,
oh yeah. GWA. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You got a fight too, Laney Daniels. What's up, Laney Daniels?
Who is that? Let me see what she looked like on IG. That's nasty.
Champion. Nah, don't be in the likes, man.
That belt
I might
was
be in
nasty.
the likes.
That belt was nasty. It was a black belt. Where that shit come from?
Ain't she the IBF champion?
She ain't got no IG. Let me see.
Yeah, Laney Daniels got an IG. She got an IG.
They got 3 people here. Ashley. Nah, none of those was Daniels. Let's see where she at. Hopefully Salida Promotions has a look. Ring ain't tagger. I mean, you sure she got an IG?
She do. It's somewhere on there.
I'm on Salida page. Let's see.
Salida ain't even post that yesterday. Or Ring ain't posted yesterday.
Nothing
nasty.
There.
Hating on the guap.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google it. This nasty work. Nasty. How you not? That's corny. But if you want to call in, phone lines is open. We got Bandalorian. Oh, she is on IG. Oh, that's why, you see? I can't stand fighters that do this, bro. Nasty. How you name Laney Daniels and you got Laney Jack 77? Like, that shit sounds like a man's name. You out here wilding, fucking up the follows. Go ahead, champ. We see you.
Hey, man. Hey, man, since you already on IG, hey, Tone up there. Me and Tone talking about it yesterday. Hey, why you ain't send Tone the picture of Edgar stealing the plug from Eddie, man? Remember we were talking about that last night, Tone?
Yeah, I saw that.
What? Like when Eddie was shaking? I mean, when Turkey and Edgar talking, and you could see little Lurk and Eddie looking on.
Eddie in the back scheming, and Eddie looks back. He look like he's sick. You say Edgar done stole the plug, man. We were talking about that last night.
Hey,
Someone
yo,
talking
did
about
you
Ness and
notice?
Ness was in the lights.
Oh, yeah, I was in the lights because you noticed what the caption said? Cut the middleman, bruh.
Exactly. That's what we said. Yeah, cut the middleman,
That's
and
how
then
you do.
Eddie's just so happened to be in the middle. That's crazy. Like, man, I say Edgar hell for that.
They hating how he moving, bruh, but he moving right. He got cooked on social media, though. He got cooked.
Oh yeah, but Michelle, yeah,
He got
Michelle went
cooked.
in on.
He
I
got
see y'all talking
cooked.
about it, but I ain't see it though. So I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I
ain't
don't
showing
know.
that shit. I ain't about to
I don't
play my
know.
mans in them out, man. He ain't showing that shit. I fuck
Yeah,
with
He
Michelle
probably gonna
too.
show out.
I fuck with
He probably gonna
Michelle.
show out Thursday. I'm if I see him Saturday, I'm gonna see how he feeling about it and all that. Cause I seen you and Tone the odds too. You see they got Edgar a slight favorite. They got Shakur, he the biggest favorite. I sent y'all the odds in the DM on Twitter.
wait,
That
they
they
got
finally
Edgar
posted
the
for the
Yeah.
favorite
fight
over
today.
Shiraz.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit, champ.
Yeah, Edgar
Edgar the
like
favorite.
I can't wait till
I
Edgar
think
pull it off
Edgar
so I
plus
could be like,
Edgar
I told
That's what I'm
everybody.
saying. I told everybody, Puello, he plus money. I said the best parlay, I said Edgar, he plus 172. And then Puello, he plus money. I said you parlay them two. I think he come up to plus 472. And I told him another one that's interesting in this. I said, there's a lot of people tripping on me, though, but I said, you know, Next. You know you gamble, too. I said, people know how to read odds. I'm like you, Next. They must know something we don't. Because Shakur to beat Zepeda 7 through 12, that shit only plus 500. That's real interesting that shit that low. It's real interesting. I feel like you got to put a little sprinkle on that, man. You never know. You could come out with something. But yeah, I hope I see Edgar Saturday. I'm sure he's going to be there. And I'm going to ask him because you remember that face-off with Shiraz. He was talking his shit. You know, so, hey, I'm with you in this. Tell you on your own with that one. But I got him putting Shiraz down, man. So, I don't know. But
Word.
South Orlando, yeah, I see the topic and all that. I like it. I like it that what Play had said, man. I like how Play just kept that shit short and sweet. They like how you feel about Ryan Knowles. He like, hey, God don't like ugly, you know. Cause see, I was with you, man. We talking about a couple of days, man. I said I ain't like how Rolly was talking about you know, they asked him on Desert Project about Ryan crying and all that shit, and he was like, well, see, the thing is, you know, I cried too, and I don't like to kick a man when he down because I was like you, Ness. I was like, but this the same motherfucker who was kicking the shit out of Devin when Devin lost to Ryan. This the one who was saying this motherfucker can't block a left hook and he trash and all this shit. I said this the same motherfucker who was all on Shakur ass talking about Shakur just a runner, he a bunny rabbit and all this shit. I said, but you won't kick Ryan when he down.
Yeah,
I said, I ain't feeling bad for that, man.
but to play devil's
I know,
advocate.
you're right. He gotta hype up his win.
No. To play devil's advocate, the people that he talked shit about weren't going through mental illness. He's saying he didn't bag on Ryan because he could see he was going through mental illness when everybody else didn't. And that's why he said he reached out and he knew he was going through something. I don't know if you caught that.
Man, but I feel like no, you're right because I get that, but I feel like, man, a lot of people, you know, of course not you and stuff like that, but a lot of people wasn't giving Devin that same grace too, because that man was probably going through it too. You know, he had people on the internet bashing him and all this shit, and then like you saying, this somebody who got cheated. So I'm like, I ain't feeling bad for Ryan. I don't give a damn, honestly. That's on him. Shit, you gotta get out of here, because like you always say, boxing a tough sport, man. You know, it's performance to performance. It is what it is, man. And you know me, man. You know I'm a Marine. Oh, my fault. Go ahead, Tom. What you say?
You got to think they the ops to Rolly too, because I remember them dudes years ago. They on IG Live, they slandering Rolly. All of them, the black fighters, they was cooking Rolly like, he ain't this, he's slow. So yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's all I got, Ness. I appreciate it, man.
You the man.
Appreciate it, Tom.
Tip
Salute, champ.
Bellis.
My man Tip in the building.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to Kelvin Ain't Quite Right Davis, man. Salute to him for coming on the show and doing the interview. Yeah, man. You know, once again, Quest came out with some shit ass picks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't
His
stop
shit
with
got
this nigga,
Kelvin
man.
laughing. What you mean?
Yo,
You hating on Quest
yo,
heavy.
yo, that's the thing, bro. Like you ain't supposed to laugh at that shit. Like
Why
it just
not?
shows that Quest
That lightens up the interview.
like
He made him laugh. And
like
he
nah,
made
that's disrespectful,
and
bro.
he
Cause
made him pick himself over his brothers. He said, "Nah, now
he
I
did
know I'm in it. I'm number one." What you mean?
he
Bro, y'all
didn't
gotta
even know who
stop this
Tyrone.
hate.
He didn't even know who Tyrone was.
He also
That's
ain't
so
know who Tank Davis was. Remember? That's
like
what he said.
nah,
I
nah,
don't know.
that's
He
cap.
said,
That's cap.
but that's what he
That's
said.
cap.
So
You know
one is
why they
cap.
said that. You know
One is
why he
cap.
said
The
that.
other one ain't.
You know why he
One
said
is
that.
cap. The other one ain't.
You know
One
why
is
he
cap.
said
The
that.
other one ain't.
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't know Tyrone.
Man,
Come on, bro.
all right, man.
Don't so many people know Tyrone for David Benavidez and Andre Durrell. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out to him though. Shout out to him. Yeah, still a slow day in boxing news, man. Just a slow day. Slow day. Ain't much going on, but you know what? You know what? We got something going on this weekend, man. And once again, it's like I always say, we got a banger for y'all, man.
Who?
PBC on Pro Box. PBC on Pro Box, man. Erickson Lubin. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Erickson Lubin.
that's not PBC.
We back, man.
It's not
Listen,
PBC.
Erickson Lubin is PBC, man.
I don't know about that. He's back with the promoter
family.
that found him.
Hey, listen, bro.
Yeah,
Lubin
you
is
listen.
family forever. He family forever. This is how it goes.
He ain't get treated like family. I don't know if you seen that video I played this morning.
All right, man. Whatever. We ain't doing all that. And then you also disrespectful for not remembering Alberto Pollo's name, bro.
Yo, y'all gotta get behind my man Mercado, man. Fuck that. Look at this shit.
What my man
Nobody's
Tito?
getting behind Tito, bro.
Nah. Look at this shit. This is that real marketing right here, Tone.
That dude ain't got no star power, man. Cut it out, bro.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. This is
you
the
been
definition.
hyping this dude up. You hyped this dude up. Run me for one, man.
Definition of star power, Tone. Look at the Photoshop.
That's fire.
Yo, that's fire. And look, he said,
fire.
matter of fact, let me put this back. He said, yo, Turkey, let's work. I guarantee you, I'm the type of fighter you looking for. And need no more sleeping from your seat once you get me in that ring. Let's make exciting fights and history. That's how you get that big fight.
All 30 of his followers saw that. All 30 of his followers saw that.
Hey, man, we growing, bro.
Yo.
We growing. You hating, we growing.
No, you're declining, bro. You're declining. Yeah, he had more buzz before he signed to Eddie Hearn.
Because
that's the craziest
Eddie's
shit ever.
a little bit busy, but we on the Hitchens card.
Ain't no Eddie a little bit busy. He just don't know what he doing.
We on the Hitchens card.
Shit.
We on the Hitchens card, and we gonna steal the show.
That's
the goal.
nasty that you celebrating the fact that he on a Hitchens card.
Yeah.
Like, why are you celebrating?
He's still contender. He's not main event. He's still contender.
As a fighter, I feel disrespected.
He's a West Coast fighter getting an East Coast fight. Like, fuck you talking about? He get to live his dream. Most fighters want to fight in Las Vegas and in the Garden. Shut your ass up, Tip.
Respectfully, because I got beef on these Twitter streets right now. I will feel disrespected if somebody put me on the undercard of George Kambosos. Respectfully, bro. I will feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't marketing me right, and you putting me on the undercard of George Kambosos. That's top level disrespect, bro. That's top level disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Eddie Hearn not even talking about Tito Mercado?
His time will come.
When? 2035? 2035? And shout out to my man Big Charlo, man.
He got to show out, and we need somebody to accept the fight.
He was showing out before he signed to Hearn.
But you know how many people are turning down a fight? He needs an opponent that y'all know to say yes.
Well, I guess his promoters just ain't trying to pay them.
Look, he even
reposted
my short and asked his audience what they think about my opponents. He didn't turn none of them names down. He willing to fight a Montana Love. He'll do whatever he got to do. He trying to get in.
Tell him fight Jermaine. Tell him fight Jermaine.
Jermaine was on the list. Hold on. Jermaine was on the list.
Yeah, text Jermaine, bro. Yeah, text Jermaine. Tell him get in the ring with Tito.
He'll take Jermaine, bro. And Jermaine
And
will
shout
take
out,
him.
shout out,
Officially with the Tito Mercado product. Actually,
shout out to Big
it
Charlo.
is. Who knows? That's what I'm saying. They've dropped the ball with the Tito Mercado product. Get behind this kid, man. He's the real deal. We got to get him in the ring. They need to give him a real fucking fight. I don't know what's going on with Matchroom.
How is he not ranked?
I need that Montana Love fight. See, I'm thinking names because we need Mercado known. We already know he's good. I want names. So Montana Love fight. And I'm thinking Montana Love only because they've already got a working relationship with Matchroom, so it's easy to pick up the phone and be like, yo, you want this scrap? Give me the Liam Pato fight. I think he could jump right up to world-class level. Liam Pato's coming off a loss. Let him jump up. He's ready.
What about Jack Catterall?
Bro, give me the fucking Isak fight so he could dice him up. Dice him
Isak
up.
Bruce.
Or for the hipsters that want to be like, oh wow, he's great, he's pound for pound #1. Give me the not Sabril, that's too easy. Give me the Sandor Martin fight so we can outbox him like nobody done before. They have dropped the ball officially with the Tito. So I gave plenty of options, man. If they can't call,
that's nasty.
If they can't
shout out
call
to Treese, man, because you
ignore the bell. If
you
they
be
can't
bagging on
call-
Treese, but here you is you throwing Montana Love at Tito Mercado. That is disgusting.
That's fresher
is
than
disgusting.
Pacquiao. Fresher than Pacquiao.
Man, get the bro. Come on, bro. We just
Montana
seen that
Love-
man coaching.
Hey. Who got more life? Who got more lives left as a cat, Montana or Wilder?
Pacquiao. Oh, Wilder.
What?
Wilder.
You capping, man.
Come on, man.
I hope.
Come on,
I hope
man.
you're right. I hope
Montana
you're right.
Love showed us he ain't want to fight when he was throwing dudes over the top rope. Come on, bro. He was done. He threw a nigga over the top rope and then he went to go coach. Like,
Tito
come on, bro.
Mercado, he the hood version of Ryan Garcia. That's the hood version of Ryan Garcia right there.
Tone, chill out, bro. Don't nobody know this nigga, man. Don't ever equate him to Ryan Garcia,
Bro,
man.
I ain't even
Ryan
show
Garcia is A-list.
I ain't even show his post for real, bro. Damn, I'm slacking. Look at this. First is him in Turkey. Then it's him with the motherfucking New York City takeover. He got his faces on the billboard. Look at this shit. AI's a motherfucker, bruh. It's over, bruh. Shout out
Tito
my
lit.
boy Tito, man. He out here trying to take over, man.
Hey,
Listen,
look, man.
The issue with me is you got guys like Tip trying to bag on Tito when he calling out Shakur. He calling out Keyshawn. He calling out Subriel.
He fights at 140 pounds, bro. Why is he calling out 30? This nigga, this dickhead.
My bro. Is Shakur not trying to fight Conor Ben at 54? Or do you need me to go get you the
Man,
audio?
he cap as hell, bro.
Man,
He cap as
cap
You just
as
heard
hell.
that boy on that interview.
You cap as
He said
hell.
on that interview,
You
man,
cap as hell.
I used to think I could go up to 147, but Conor Ben, I could take Conor Ben. Why the nigga lying, bro? He on that, like, bro, come on. We don't believe him. We don't believe him, bro. We don't believe him. Shakur got to cut it out. You know what I'm saying? If he's serious, move up to 140 then, because you're not going to fight Keyshawn, so you might as well move to 140 and get a title at 140.
He didn't have.
Come on,
he
bro,
went at
like-
the press conference today.
Who? Shakur?
Tito.
Wouldn't nobody even realize that? See, Tone, that's the thing, bro. He might have been there. You might have not even noticed because he ain't a star. Like, don't nobody give Tito Mercado there. Come on, bro. We got to be for real, man. We got to be for real. But shout out to Big Charlo, man. He told Rolly, go get that dead fight, man. You know what I'm saying? That's PBC love right there. Go get that dead fight, Rolly. Easy win. Build your resume, man.
Tip. Now, if Jamal Charlo is right, he about to be a problem at 168. He about to be a problem.
He better hope he get past Lamana.
Man, he about to put that dude to sleep, bro.
If he don't get past Lamana, that's gonna be an indictment. Lamana got the opportunity to change his life and his entire career. I was just about to say that, CYP. I went to my shit, and your shit say CYP training, not athletes. But he just super chatted. Because I was about to send you a little coffee money. And I'm like, wait, why that shit say training instead of athletes? But it's training, y'all. James Bonitez.
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's up, Tone? Who else up there with you?
What up?
What's up, man? What's up, man? Yo, Ness, you still full of shit with his Ernesto Mercado stuff, man. Like, bro, I don't even think he beats us. Steve
Sign
fights,
your
man.
favorite fighter to get beat up, man. That's all.
I'm just saying,
Sign
bro.
your
Like,
favorite
bro,
fighter.
I don't think he's ready. Well, shit, a young prospect of mine is actually turning one of my favorite fighters, man. I think he'll beat the shit out of him, man. Why don't we put Emiliano in the ring with Tito?
Ooh.
Bro,
I
first of
like
all,
Why
that.
don't you do that,
top
Ness?
rank won't
Why
do
don't you do
that.
that? Why
Top
don't you
rank
do
won't.
that?
Hey yo,
Why you saying? What you mean? What you
my
mean top rank won't do
sources
that?
would let me reveal
Mm-hmm.
their ass so that I could just text like, yo, would you do it? So they could be like, no, you fucking crazy? Bro, you crazy,
Crazy as
bro.
fuck, man. That shit look easy as fuck, man. Like, bro,
Easy.
I gave it too much credit. I gave him too much credit the
Bro,
last week when I said he looks like a slightly
Emiliano
less
hasn't even.
robotic than Roly, man. What's up? Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm just
Go
saying
ahead. What you about to
they
say
got to
about
put him
Emiliano?
in there. They got to put him in there with someone that is a boxer. That's all. He's
Oh,
knocking dudes out that's there to be knocked out. Like they giving him what he needs
uh-huh.
to be a Mexican star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right, man. Well, at least he's going to be a star, man. Because Tito, like Tip said, man, I agree with him, man. Tip was 100% right on his call. This nigga was doing better before he got with Eddie Hearn. Because, and I think he sold his fool's gold in the YouTube streets, man, what he was doing. Shout out to him for being able to build his resume, but, bro, the dude ain't got no real star power, man. The dude ain't really exciting to watch. I mean, only thing the dude does good is just call out fighters that he ain't never going to fight, man. But, that's just my personal opinion on him.
Who does
Also,
that?
Ness, man, your boy Tito, man. Tito he ain't trying to get the smoke for real, man. Let's cut the bullshit out. Because I don't think he can survive in the ring with those same guys he's calling out. Like, Shakur would definitely stop him. And Shakur don't really stop too many people, but he'll definitely would stop him. But that's just my opinion. And I'm going to call it a fact. Because I know it. I think the world knows it when they see Tito, man. He's not that guy. But, shout out to David Benavidez, man. He does have one big fight that he could pursue. And shout out to Treese as well. I mean, he might need to go up one more weight class and get that Badu Jack fight. He's dying for some more names on his resume, so you might as well do that to stay busy. So it sucks that, this fight right here, the Yard fight got taken away from him, but it is what it is. That's how boxing rolls. Also, the Mandalorian, man, you are turning one of my new favorite callers, man. You are entertaining. I do like what you say, but Rolly did, man. Rolly only treated Devin differently, in my opinion, is because, like he said, he grew from his journey with his own mental health and everything. So I think from what he was last year is not the same person he is today. So Rolly moved forward on that. And also Tone, man, shout out to you standing on business on your show, man. Like it's crazy how these weird niggas be coming in the chat want to say that you beefing with TBV because you took one day off to yourself and everything and did your own shit. Like that's weird, but shout out to you. Also,
Salute.
last thing before I go, man. Yeah, last thing before I go, man, y'all guys need to invest in your self care, man. Like today, I've been getting myself pampered all day. I had a massage, had a body scrub. I just left from getting a facial. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
So it's like,
guess.
bro,
Let
man,
me
y'all
guess. Your
what's
new
up?
girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
gave you a gift card to get a facial done.
Massage envy, yeah, the massage envy, for sure.
Yeah, hey, that's a keeper, bro. That's a keeper,
Bruh,
man.
I'm telling you, we gotta dive deeper into why she's pampering like this. We gotta make sure she can afford that car payment. I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, Ness, you can't just say that I'm just killing her with the blue chews and shit like that, bro. Giving me
I
credit
don't know
for
nothing
getting.
about that. I just know that either
It's what it is.
do she got children?
She got one. She got one.
You
Every
sure?
girl got a child, my nigga. Like, what the fuck?
No. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
She could have been.
Like the fuck?
She could have been one of those women that biological clock is ticking. You know,
Oh man.
it could have been one of
Shout out to you,
those. Are you sure she done having kids? That's the other thing.
man. Nah, she ain't done. She ain't done.
Oh, there
She
you
ain't done.
go.
But
There you go.
but
So she see you as
but
papa
I'm responsible.
material. Exactly. She trying to hurry up and lock you in. I'm just saying, you gotta know what you're getting into, man.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Ness, man. Shout out to you, man. You know what, Ness, going forward, I'm just gonna holler at Tone for my relationship advice, man. Cause you on some bullshit.
How I'm on
Anyways,
some bullshit? I'm
community,
keeping
man.
you on your toes, man. Keeping you on your toes.
Anyways, man.
I don't want you to fall in
I
love.
fucks with
Listen,
Ness.
it's always like this in the
Nah.
beginning, right?
Nah.
What's it called, Tone?
So
The
yeah.
moonlighting hour or the happy? What is
Honey,
it?
Nah, what's that?
the honeymoon
Honeymoon
phase.
phase.
Honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it's
The
always like
honeymoon
this in the
phase.
beginning, man. We got to get past this little bubble.
Hey, Ness, as
I,
always, man.
I
Shout out to you.
dominate
Shout out to
the
the
honeymoon
community.
phase.
Happy,
You say you dominate the
happy.
honeymoon
Hey,
phase?
Dominate.
Yo, happy birthday, CYP, man, and all y'all, man. Have a good day, man. I catch y'all later, bro. Peace.
All right.
Hey, who you gonna be in Vegas on July 18th?
I don't even know, bro. This shit, I don't fucking know.
Pacquiao?
Maybe not. Maybe not. It's crazy. It's crazy how many fights come in here. This is why I be. It's like it don't even make sense to leave, but I really don't take advantage of it. Like, do it even matter that I'm here if I don't even go to fight week like that? I can't stand fight week with all the yelling and the corny fans trying to get autographs. I ain't saying y'all corny for trying to get autographs. It's just that some of these fans go crazy for these autographs. They be doing too much. But definitely get your autograph and your picture. But yo, some especially Pacquiao fans, that's gonna be crazy. Now that's a whole different thing. He's gonna show a new way how to shut down the city, even at 44. And because he's 44, it's gonna be even more people. Look at all the crazy people that was believing in Mike Tyson, bro. That's just the nature of Americans, I think. We believe in the underdog. We want to see that guy come back and do it somehow, some way. Bandalorian, Counterpunch. Remember, Discord is available. X Space is also available for those that want to call Big Gucci. Let me make sure you ain't had one before I go to my man Bandalorian. We up. Yep, Bandalorian, what up?
I'm booking my room. This shit too cheap, bro.
What, for July?
Yeah. I'm out there. That's my birthday
remember,
week.
that fight ain't official. That was Andre Hell that says sources, man. We gonna fall for the sources? I mean, look, book your room because you could get it back, right? You don't lose the money, right?
Nah, I mean it's cheap as fuck, so it wouldn't even matter. Like it's dirt cheap, nigga.
Oh, well then do your team. Go ahead, Bandalorian.
Appreciate it, Ness. Hey, shout out to you, James Benitez, bro, because you seem like you solid, man. So I appreciate it. But Ness right. I heard your ass talking about them blue hockey pucks and shit. I don't know if you was watching Tone, what's it called? Tone on live. His ass was wilding earlier. If her ass a Latino or whatever, you better be careful, Jay. You gonna spit up in it like a newborn in 3 minutes, fucking around. But hey, what you said, Ness, I'm thinking the same. Like I told you, talking about that Pacquiao fight, right? I had tweeted yesterday when they were interviewing Jermell and Rolly after when they asked him that who he should fight, like what Tip said. And I feel like Jermell, I had tweeted, I said, damn, I reckon after that press conference, PBC gonna announce that soon, because I said I feel like Jamal, he spilled the beans, because it was like Rolly and Pacquiao, and he was like, Pacquiao, he just coming back to fight. So I was like, damn, I feel like he spilled the beans that it might be official. So we just gotta wait and see. But you be talking about that next man, and that's exactly why I'm taking my ass to Bud and Canelo. I'm trying to splurge. I'm trying to be ringside everything, because when you were talking about that shutting the city down and all that, I said I want to see what that atmosphere like, because I was too young. Like I'm only 27, so I ain't started watching boxing till I was 11 back when Floyd was in his prime and all that shit. So I couldn't experience it and all that stuff at a young age. But I'm like, when I hear you talk about it now, I'm like, that's why I be, every time I go to fights now, I'm going to something that's a full bar, I'm ringside, everything.
I'm hoping this is bigger than Jaime and, man, y'all with this official, it's not official. Y'all got to learn how to read the post. Now you're going to make me screenshot this shit. But I'm hoping that it's bigger than Jaime Canelo, right? Like, Jaime Canelo shut shit down out here. They had the airports shut down. Like, so many private jets. It was ridiculous. But Bud is part of the culture. He's gotten so much bigger since the Earl fight. He done all these interviews with everybody from the Joe Rogans to the Shay Shays to the Willie. I mean, you name it, he done it. So it might have that Mayweather Canelo field. They did 2.4 million. Oh Lord Jesus, they keep with this ESPN. Now they really gonna make me screenshot this bullshit ass ESPN ringside.
At least do probably 1 mil, but yeah, I'm like, I damn sure, I had what's calling when he told Sean Tell, Bud confirmed to Sean Tell like 2 months ago. He was like,
Hold on.
Oh, my fault.
Hold on. Let me just this is what I'm saying with the read, and this is nasty word. And then I wish y'all was super chatting to tell me it's on ESPN and how I'm fucking wrong. Ain't this ESPN right here? And don't this shit say sources confirmed? Motherfucker, this shit still ain't confirmed because it's sources. Ain't nobody confirmed. Who the fuck is sources? It sure ain't PBC. It sure ain't Barrios. It ain't fucking Louis DeCubas. What in the fuck is we talking about? It ain't official yet. Like, it might happen, but it ain't official if we talking about booking flights and hotels, gentlemen. But do what you like. Do what you like. I would prefer to read something that say PBC has announced Manny Pacquiao and Barrios taking place. Not sources confirm the Andres Hells. Like, what are we talking about? But do y'all thing, man. Go ahead, Bandalorian.
Who Andre Hale?
I think they probably still.
He's a writer.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I ain't certain about either. But yeah, I think they trying to get all that together because I seen people saying that's possibly the headline and the co-main event will be that Tim Tszyu and Fundora. But I'm like, you know, that's like you told Tone, just at least book your hotel because that's what I was saying. When Bud told Sean to tell like 2 months ago, he said the date already himself.
Casual Jerry, I'm trying not to time you out because you are a person that interacts. But it's like you not reading. He literally says confirmed to Andre Hell. Yeah, a source, not PBC, not Manny Pacquiao's representative, not Sean Gibbons, not Louis DeCubas, not Mario Barrios, not Mauricio Sula. Like nobody, not fucking Turkey. Like what the fuck, bro? Like, what are we, like, why is that so hard? Like, Lord have mercy. How these people make it out of the grade school, I don't get it.
Just tell them be patient. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, when Sean Zettel, when Bud told him 2 months ago, he said the date. And he said it's in the Legion. When Sean Zettel confirmed it, I did like you said, that shit. I mean, my hotel, I booked that shit in. That's why I told everybody like yesterday, y'all better book all that shit now. Just make sure you can get a refund in case anything changed. Because you know, I'm like, shit, that's a big-ass Vegas fight. You want to get everything booked up while it's good and cheap. So, you know, but, and then what I meant to say earlier, too, man.
Let me tell you, that's a debate we need to have right now, right? So somebody said, so it can't be a PBC rep. I'm going to get past the ignorance of everyone. But what do you think is better, Tone and Bandalorian? The way that Jake does it, where he ain't giving you nothing. Ain't nobody breaking Jake news. Not his fights, not his promoted fights. He breaking it, only they breaking it, or is it better to do it this way where people always got sources and the news trickles out, then eventually the promoter says, yes, Pacquiao Barrios is confirmed.
I like Jake personally because like any media, not even sports, like, you know, like Sean, I know you'll know more, of course, like say TMZ, fucking like BT, Breakfast Club, all them, everybody just be rushing to break news just to get that shit out there. They don't give a damn if that shit true or not. So I'm like, yeah, like you said, if MVP, Nikisa, Jake ain't saying that shit, and nobody doing nothing but just throwing goddamn snowballs out there. So that's how I like it.
Yeah, I like
nobody tell you shit different, you know.
I like PBC because PBC really don't say nothing until something is something. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't got a clear understanding of Tank next date. Niggas is checking bookings, but Jake news it leaked out a day before. Jake news be leaking like a day before.
Jake himself had put it out there though. Remember, Jake was like, Jake would be like, you know, like in the coming, he'll be like, what today, Thursday? He'll be like next Tuesday on some weird shit. Next Tuesday at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I'm gonna announce my fight. So then, like you said, somebody will say Monday is rumored to be Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Then come Tuesday, you know, Jake will do his little promo shit and all that stuff and be like the problem child back and all that El Gato shit and then it'll just become official. But at least like we'll fully know. You know, I guess that shit won't be like full blown months in advance. Because remember, like his last fight, we was all piecing that shit together when Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. had fought Uriah Hall. And we were like, if he get past this fight, more than likely he gonna fight Jake Paul. But that shit still never official. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. But I don't know, because I do like when the news is like certain. So then like next to that, when you don't got people like trying to tell other people, no, trust me, this was happening, this was happening. Because, like he said, it's just a source. Shit, anybody can be a source. Y'all can be a source. I can. Anybody can, really, you know. It's just all about having the credible one. So, I don't know. But hey, my last thing I was going to say next, I meant to say earlier, you know, I'm a big Morrell guy. That's my third favorite fighter. I want the winner of this, if this Calvin Smith Anthony Yarde fight end up happening, that's who I want David Morrell to end up fighting. I'm already partially the reason we call the WBO what Mandalorian orders, because I had DM'd Gustavo personally and asked him why wasn't David Morrell ranked, and I gave him his resume, and he said he agreed with me that he should be ranked in the WBO. So I'm part to blame for that. So I'm grateful for that. So after he beat Katayev, I need the IBF to get him that number 6 ranking. Then we could get either a little IBF eliminator going, or we could get a WBO eliminator going. We could get in that interim title shot, and we could get him another strap. Then you said he wasn't ready. Then he'll be fully ready and come back and get it against Benavidez. So, but all right, I'm gonna go back and listen to this shit, y'all.
All right, champ. Shout out to Groke, man. I don't even know how Tone working without Groke, man.
What Groke do now?
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
I mean, it's just a confirmation of everything, man. It's just simple, bro. These dudes is like weird, super duper weird. But look, confirmed fights reported by Coppinger. Coppinger also used to work for ESPN, because we got weirdos in the chat that's saying, well, I don't think ESPN will put it out if it's fake. So this is a list of confirmed fights that actually he reported on and actually happened. But look at this list of unconfirmed fights. Earl Crawford, November 22. Fury AJ, December. Canelo Alvarez rematch with Bivol. Fury Wilder. You know, and that's them saying it's challenging to find all the fights that he reported on that didn't take place. Like, stop saying because ESPN put it out is real. Like, look, I'm not saying that they not great at what they do. I'm saying that even when it gets reported by ESPN, the fight could still not be official. Like, the number of fights that I just showed you were reported by ESPN, bro. Like, we gotta just chill. And again, that's me talking to y'all as a friend, because Tone like, oh, I'm about to book, and I'm like concerned about you losing money if this shit is fake.
Right.
Big Gucci.
Yo, what up, gang?
Yep.
What
How the
up?
audio sound?
Straight.
Yeah, man. Shout out to CYP, man. Happy birthday, gang. Hopefully you enjoy that. Two Tone, the superstar. What up, man?
What up, gang?
Yo, that was a fire interview with Kelvin Davis, man. Um, look, I don't think he'll ever be a champion, man.
Whoa.
Of what? Look, let me burn real quick. He a nice dude, man, and the Davis name is up here because of Keyshawn. But I seen his fights, man, and he don't really got that crack in him. You feel me? And his build, yo, Ness, who was that champ that got a similar build as Kelvin Davis, but he got beat up by Mikey Garcia? I can't remember his name.
Robert Easter.
Robert Easter, exactly. He liked the great value Robert Easter, man.
Great value. First of all, I think that that's wrong simply because, I mean, based off Robert Easter's career, retrospect, he showed to be more of a party guy than Kelvin. Kelvin's locked in. He's in the gym. No reports of him being out in the streets. And I'll give you your time back. Just want to educate the audience. Remember that Robert Easter was on every single Broner episode when Broner was super duper popping. Remember young Richardson Hitchens, Broner, and Robert Easter dancing in the street to an open Cadillac Escalade music playing. Those dudes was playboys. They was all over the world, flying around. Broner was on tour. Robert Easter was his right-hand man. You can't compare Kelvin Davis' focus in the gym with his champion brother and his prospect brother. Like, I was at the gym yesterday. Kelvin's there with Keyshawn. They locked in. Gym shut down. It's just them, a couple other fighters, and the dog. That's not Robert Easter. Robert Easter got shot. I mean, it's just so much. He was living a street life. Cut it out. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, but you don't think he started that party and shit after he got the strap? I'm sure he was focused before that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can't say yes. I can't no. I can't say you wrong. I feel like you're more right than wrong on that.
But
Everybody
look, man,
gets the money and then wows out.
true. And honestly, man, if you ask me, and this is only my opinion, but I think in that Robert Easter era, I think the competition is a lot more competitive today than back then too. That's why I really don't give Kelvin a big shot, man,
What do you
at a
mean,
belt.
bro? When Robert was champ, he had the prime Comey. Remember that fight? Arguably, he ain't even win that fight versus Comey. You had prime Garcia, Mikey, Orlando Salido was still there. I mean, 35 back then. I don't know, bro. You had prime Loma, right? I wouldn't say Loma was prime at 35 because when Mikey moved up to 35 and Loma wanted to move up to 35, Mikey left to fight that dude Lipinets, and and then Robert Easter and then eventually Earl. So then Loma moved up after Mikey dropped that WBC and took the diamond status. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think those old guys. I mean, Robert Easter was good, like you said. Maybe it was after the partying. Um,
I just feel
Broner
like from
too.
what I see from
Broner was in 35. That was his division, and when he was at 35, he was good.
yo, but that's true. But look, from what I seen, what in Top Rank is the machine, right? And they're thriving off Keyshawn's success, man. And them having a trio, the three brothers, I noticed they really been giving Kelvin like very, very low opposition so they could promote that three brother card, man.
So is he
It's a
getting
it's a good
exposed on this one? Because this was Keyshawn's toughest fight. He cracked Keyshawn. He gave Keyshawn a decent fight. People liked it. Is he gonna upset him? Because he's got a good opponent. If you saying Top Rank is protecting him, is the gloves not off in this fight? Do you not respect this fight?
oh, the fight with Kelvin, right? Because you keep saying Keyshawn.
Yeah, Kelvin. Kelvin the hair Albright.
Nah, this no. This fight is a big step up, and I don't think he beats Albright, if I'm being honest with you. But before, when they're doing all the marketing with the three brothers, they was really giving him tomato cans, so the three brothers could shine, so they can make some more bread, man. Yo, Ness, I sent you a counter.
You got it.
Uh, so if I run over, just let me burn. But yo, look, I was watching that. To move on from that, look, I ain't trying to shit on Kelvin. I respect him. That was a good interview, man. I wish him the best of success, but that's just my opinion from what I seen in his boxing. But look, that Plant and Jamal press conference, bro, that shit was fire, bro. Yo, Jamal is a funny dude, man. He's a funny dude. You can tell he trying to fuck with Lamana, and you can tell he's serious. But you can tell he also want to laugh and crack up, but he tried to hold it together, man. That shit was funny, bro. Um, and yo, Plant is a great speaker, bro. He don't ever choke up, and he knows exactly what to say, bro. I just wish Resendiz knew some English, man, because that would have been a good back and forth. But he don't know no English, man. Um, but yo, that back and forth with Lamana and Jamal, that shit was funny, man. He was telling him to write him back and shit. Yo, I was dying, bro. And I wanted you to get Lamana on, bro. How hard would it be to get Lamana on or to get his thoughts on that presser? And what he thought about Jamal in that face off, if he felt any, fear in his eyes and shit like that.
I could get him on.
You think you would get him on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be fire, man. And look, just to touch on what you just said, I ain't trying to be long winded. About that Pacquiao shit, yo, I feel like that would happen, man. It makes sense why Barrios has been quiet. He's been quiet, man. We've been talking about Norman Jr. this whole time. Boots just got that strap with
Listen.
Stanionis.
Remember that I told you that the Normans reached out to Barrios and they got swerved. I told y'all that Barrios is gonna play last to the unification. You know what I'm saying? I know that, but it's still not official. What if the date changed? Look at the Tank date. Now we don't even know the Tank date. We had a date for the rematch with Lamont. Now there's no date. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't confirmed until it's confirmed. But look, run with it. Run with it. I like the
Yeah,
fight.
now that's
I'm not saying I don't want the fight. Like, it is what it is at this point. They gave Pacquiao
yeah, now
old
that's
ass the fight. Well, I'm rooting for the old man in the sense that I'm gonna be selling the story that he's trying to do what George did. What B
That's
Hop did.
exactly what I was gonna say, bro. He'll pull off a George Foreman real quick, but that'd be fire, man. I would love to be optimistic because I really want to see this fight just because it intrigues me to see what he still has in the tank at 46 years old. I mean, he's still a legend. He's a special dude, man. But we'll see, man. But yo, that's my call, gang. I'm gonna keep it the bar rolling.
All right.
Salud.
We got Casual Jerry $2. Edgar need a KO. Turkey gonna do Edgar like Adames. Nah, man. All eyes on Turkey now after that. Casual Jerry back with another two. Tell Tito fight Duarte. Remember, Tito's with Matchroom and Duarte's with Golden Boy, so it would have to be a 5v5. Hopefully they putting Tito on that 5v5 too, man. We need that. We got OC is the boss, $5. CYP, yo, happy birth anniversary, you weak, fake, quitting, supreme athlete. 3 rolling on the floor emojis. Shout out to OC. We got him a fight. He got a fight, man. It's matched up. That's crazy. We found somebody that got 9 fights and is 54 years old. Y'all got to man up, man. Y'all got to man up. Y'all got to man up. We got a couple doctors in the community, so y'all might need to check in with them. See what's going on with them hearts. Big Boss Bandalorian with another counter that he has sent that, he owed. We got Obi. The article on ESPN says confirmed by Suleiman. Now we cooking with some grease. Big Boss, $5. My God, you gotta remember Kelvin just coming back to boxing. Word to Ness. Give him time. Hardhead, member for 14 months on the prospect level. You see Bud's new shirts? I sure did. I sure did. Tone, you see your girl, you rooting for her? Clarissa's
Alicia
opponent?
Baumgartner?
Clarissa's opponent.
Oh, Lanny Daniels? Salute to her. Nobody watches you harder than people who doubted you. Give them a good show.
But you see the fine print? The fine print says, I will be going out on my shield for this one. So,
yeah, get knocked out, man. Get knocked out.
She ain't say she gonna win. She say going out her shield. Like, you really about to get in here to get smoked. That's wild.
Yeah, she getting brought up. The guap bringing her up. You know what I'm saying? And
what you think of Pacquiao coming back to Barrios, man?
I love it, man. I love it. Hopefully it is that weekend. My room is booked. I never experienced a Manny Pacquiao fight week. Hopefully I get to meet that brother respectfully.
Check out Fat Canelo. No tacos, no life. That's hilarious.
Barrios, my guy, man.
Hey yo, how they gonna put Floyd in the Walmart? Nasty. Hey yo, salute to this channel that made these pictures. This AI is out of control. Nah, not Tank as a
Why they do my nigga Gervonta Tank Davis like that? Lord child.
Lord. Hey yo, the Gypsy King really look like.
Yeah, that look about right. That look about right.
Yo, AI is so good. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck?
Is that a new way?
He faked us out. Hey yo, that better not be Bud. Hey yo, they did Bud dirty. They did Bud dirt. Oh, that's better be. That's better be. Why they got him with pork? He's supposed to be Muslim. That better be beefsteak, Chuck. That's beautiful. AJ. They got AJ as a mechanic.
They got AJ down bad.
Hey, yo, Gennady would have been a Catholic priest. Is that Gennady? This is hilarious. Oh, they played my boy.
Damn. They played that
They
nigga.
played my boy Shakur. No. The internet is undefeated. Oh, I love doping. They made
Damn.
Ryan a bodybuilder.
Damn.
Yo, this is hilarious. Oh.
Down bad.
What? They got Devin looking like Jonathan Mayer and shit. What the fuck? Yo, this too much. Internet, yo, our AI is just way too much. Now, how they gonna give Devin muscles but make Dubois look this fat, man? Why they making everybody fat? Nah, fat Usyk. Ruin a 504 gonna have a fit. I'm feel with some potatoes and bread. You know you fat, you eating potatoes and bread. I know I do that too. I do it out back. Who don't get that lovely bread out back? Give
Oh, that bread hit different.
This shit was too funny. Dev looking like Jonathan Mayer's nasty work.
That's crazy.
Shakur with the smile and the mop. This is going to go. Oh, it's already going by. That shit got 13,000 likes. It's about to start smoking. This is too. Bivol being a Russian cop was hilarious. Why they did Better Be like that? They made him into a motherfucking shish kebaba.
Why they do him like that?
They put Bud in a big rig, man. They completely changed. Am I right? Is this Bud? I don't want to is that Bud?
That is Bud. That is Bud. Or Bud Mac. That's Bud Mac.
That's Bud Mac.
That's Bud Mac.
He said that's Bud Mac. Let's go. Cairo Davis, what's going on, champ?
What's going on?
Damn, finally get an interview with the champ. Lord have mercy. I hope that's because you locked in.
You gotta communicate better. You gotta communicate better.
Okay. Ain't you out here in Vegas?
Yeah, I'm in Vegas.
See? I gotta communicate. I live in Vegas. I'm yet to get even an invite. I ain't even get to see you hit the bag.
You hit me first, and I had hit you back, and then you didn't hit me in a few days. So
you at DLX because I was there yesterday for 2 hours, and Kyrone ain't show up. Ain't nobody show up. I was only talking to Lonnie. Lonnie B was there.
I'll be there when nobody's there.
Private sesh.
Yeah.
But you in camp with Plant, or you got your own time?
So we know we both trade with bread. So
I know. That's why I asked.
Yeah, we split our time. So either I'll go in first, and then Plant come after me, or Caleb will go in, or I go in, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Depending on sparring and timing and stuff like that.
Well, I'm inviting myself. Send me the times.
I get you in there.
Trying to come see you, man. But long overdue, bruh. How do you feel about this fight? I'm gonna say what you may not want to say. Like, I feel like this some bullshit. It's a great fight, but why they throwing you at another dude that needs your name? Like, ain't it time to get a title shot, bruh? Like, you've been at this shit for a minute.
I think that you get tough skin in this business. You learn to just you go with the flow of things. Things happen for a reason, and you just stay prepared. As an athlete, I can't get too much into the business part of it because I'll be taking myself out of like fight mode. But it is what it is. This opportunity is cool. We're gonna be taking it very seriously, and we need to win.
For sure, man. What do you think of this guy? They're touting him as a puncher. His record seems to indicate that, but he hasn't been on that level, and he certainly hasn't fought a Benavidez and the level of competition that you've been in there and defeated.
Yeah, I mean, they say a lot of things about a lot of people. They say I've been in there with people that are supposed to be punches. I've been in there with certified punches. I've been in there with, you know, certified monsters. That type of stuff. What people say never matters to me. My last fight, I was a 10-1 underdog. What people say don't really matter. It's what you do inside the ring. I can't really get into like what people think. People like to jump on hype trains and do a lot of things. I just get ready and prepare for what I gotta do. None of that shit matter. All this media, no offense, don't really matter. When it comes to like what happens in that square circle.
Do you think this could be your run that you go on?
Absolutely, I'm on a run right now. I'm on a run. So that's what's about to happen. We about to take this all the way to the bank, and we gonna get a world title.
Did you get options, or was he the only fight offered?
I know, as you know, we had the guy, the Italian guy. They were looking into the what's his Othio. I can't even pronounce his name, but he was an Italian guy. He's ranked maybe like one above me on Ring Magazine. But they had us fight for like an IBF eliminator, and this was on the table as well. We just was looking at the circumstances and what everything behind it. Because he was ranked a little in front of me, the purse bid was going to be in his favor, of course. We was going to have to possibly have to fight over there if we didn't, if PBC didn't outbid them. So it was just some things that we were just thinking about, and this was a good option as well. So we just said, you know what, we're going to fight in Las Vegas with Caleb.
Edinosa Alaha.
Is that it? Edinosa Olaha? Number 6 in the ring?
Yeah, that's him. So that
go
was
ahead.
that was the that was the initial that was one of the initial offers, and it was some other people. But this is a. I like fighting guys. Listen. I like fighting competition. This guy's supposed to be good. We like that. I don't. I'm not one of those fighters that's like try to get like the easy way out or anything like that. Like, well, let's just do what we got to do. Let's fight. I'm like a throwback kind of fighter. If I'm the best, I'm the best in the world. I'm not the best of these people or those people. I'm the best in the world. We got to prove that.
What did Breadman say about this opponent? What's his
Um,
thoughts?
we kind of share the same settlement. He's a good fighter. He's talented. He has a good amateur background. He has skills. At this level, everybody can fight. Everybody can have their day, and you gotta be 100% prepared for everybody who get in the ring. If it's Laura, if it's Adames, if it's Hernandez that we fight in 31st. We gotta be ready. We gotta be prepared. Like we fight in the best fighter ever.
Sure. Yeah, man, this is definitely a big fight. Tone, you got anything before I go to the people's questions?
Yeah, salute, Chiron. You broke my heart, man, when you beat my fellow Arizonian Elijah Garcia, man.
I
You
apologize.
put hands and feet on that man, respectfully. I wanted to ask you about David Benavidez. What is it about him that makes Canelo hesitant to pull the trigger in fighting him? And it seemed like he can't get a fight right now because Callum Smith is going another direction. Like, what is it about him where now people's like, nah, I don't want that squabble?
Canelo has to have a long career. He has had a long career. He has fought some great guys. He has fought on the B side. He's elevated to the A side. He's became the superstar. And I think that he just gets offended sometimes with the way that it's brought up, the way that Benavidez has approached him about it. I think that he just gets offended. I think that he takes boxing with a little bit more like over honor type of thing. Like it's more of an honor, like to be in this position, and you should be grateful. And when he sees Benavidez, Benavidez young and he's hungry and he's brash, and and sometimes he's bold with his words. I think that he takes a little offense to it. Some of the things that Benavidez says, and I think he'll let him take the long road. I've talked to Canelo personally. I 100% know that he's not afraid of Benavidez. We actually talked about the fight, and it's not that he won't fight him. It's just I think he's at a stage of his career right now. Is if everybody wants this fight so much, then you guys gonna put up the money for it.
Damn. Okay.
How do you see that fight with Buzz? Since my co-host brought up Canelo, I mean, you've been around this game and a lot of these fighters for a while. I'm sure you told me you've been in Bud's camp. Like, can he pull it off?
Yeah, I spar with Bud, and I also been in the ring with Canelo. It's a great fight. I think that it's going to be tough for the size. I think the size is a little bit different than people understand. Like, put it like this: when they did the face off, right? Um, uh, Terrence Crawford was at his walk around weight, and Canelo's at his fight weight, so they look a little closer. But I think when Bud actually gets down to 168 and they match up, I think Canelo's going to be a little big and a little comfortable taking the punches at that weight class. I think that it's going to be tough. I think that Crawford could definitely make it a tough fight because he's so talented. You know, his foot speed, his hand speed, his athleticism, his competitiveness. It's not going to be a boring fight. If I had to bet, I would bet Canelo, but it's not far fetched to think that Crawford could pull it off like he always does. You know, but if I had to bet, I would bet Canelo Alvarez. And it's a tough fight because my coach he's going for Crawford, so it's not like one of those fights where you know what I mean. Everybody's on the same page, and that's what we want in boxing. We want competition, so I think that is good. I know some people complain like, well, we wanted the Benavidez fight, and I think people should be grateful because this is a good fight.
I got a couple questions from the people. First one is from James in San Antonio, Texas. He says, I, "You just answered that. You just answered that. It was having fought David Benavidez. If he ever fights Canelo, how do you think that fight plays out?" Oh, actually, that's a different question. Having fought David Benavidez and sparring Canelo, how does that fight play out?
Um, I think that's a really good fight too. I think that's a really good fight. Canelo, I think he punches significantly harder than Benavidez. Benavidez' hand speed and pressure and presence is a big deal, but Canelo has a presence as well. I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good back and forth fight. I think experience is going to play a big part of it. I think youthness is going to play a good part of it as a 50-50 fight.
Nice.
I have Treese in Toledo, Ohio. He says, "What's your thoughts on Charles Conwell, and what is your favorite brand of gloves?"
Um, well, I didn't watch the last Charles Conwell lost.
Yeah,
Didn't he lose?
yeah.
I didn't watch it. I heard about it. I heard about it before. I heard he looked a little sluggish. I don't really have much to say about it because I didn't watch it. And my favorite pair of gloves is for sparring is winning. To fight in now is no boxing, no life. I just like the way it feels on my hands when I'm fighting.
Really? Did you buy your first pair, or did he give you your first pair?
So he he kind of sold me on it because they gave it to me. They gave me a pair while we was training, and I kind of fell in love with it. Now they sponsor me. So all the gloves they give me for the
Nice.
fights. Yeah.
Congrats, congrats. Um, we got a few more. Huang out of Houston says, "Great performance last time in the ring. As a fighter, I would like your opinion as to why so many professional boxers seem to have thin skin when it comes to criticism." Hmm.
I don't know. I think boxing is an art, and you know when people take their creativity and their art seriously, um, especially when it comes to who's criticizing them. Especially when a lot of people don't know a lot about boxing, and the questions that they ask are a lot of times insulting because you guys are asking them in a way to where you don't really understand. Like if you watch the Andre Ward podcast and you see how comfortable boxers are talking to Andre
Yeah,
Ward,
I've noticed that, and
um,
I've said that, bro.
you
They open up with him.
it's because the way that he's talking to them, he understands. He's talking to them in a perspective that a boxer will understand and can feel. Sometimes these people
He's
that
also
haven't been in.
super accomplished, though, right? Like it's easier for y'all to relate when that like it's not like me. Like I'm not on your level. I've never been in
I,
the ring
I
like
don't.
you have, but Ward is super accomplished. Like he's a Hall of
It's
Famer.
it's perspective because even if a guy say Elijah Garcia was asking me questions about boxing, he would know how to ask him.
Okay.
He'll know how to talk to me about it. Like we could talk about training camp and having a hard weight cut, and we could talk about certain things in boxing that only boxers can actually express and say it in a certain kind of way. It's just language, it's lingo. I think that as I think if you're not just because you're not a boxer don't mean that you can't do it either. I think it comes with experience and understanding what we actually go through and how we actually feel about certain situations in the ring. And I think that if when the questions are asked correctly, the boxers don't get offended. I think the boxers just answer the question. But I think sometimes it gets a little annoying hearing the same questions and the questions sometimes being insultful or condescending.
Mm. Amazing answer, champ. Thank you for breaking that down. What's up, Kyron? This one is from Ali and Dago 619. Says, who are your top 3 favorite fighters of all time?
Wow. Top three favorite fighters of all time. Number one is Roy Jones. Number two, um, Floyd Mayweather. Number three, it's close. It's either James Toney or Winky Wright.
Mm. Good list. Good list. Next one. Quest in Virginia. Yo, what's up, champ? Blind rank these 5 movies. Bad Boys. So it's 5. So you have to put
Okay.
Bad Boys either 1 through 5.
Which one?
It's the first one, I guess, because he didn't put 2.
Three.
Number 3. All right. Barbershop.
Four.
Rush Hour.
Two.
Friday.
One.
Juice.
Three.
Okay. I thought you was gonna be like,
Okay.
damn, I should have put Juice number 1. Okay.
Now I like Juice, but Juice not better than Friday. But Juice is up there. Juice is better than Bad Boy.
Donald from Baton Rouge. What fight made you bring that dog out of you?
I think that all fights they bring a different side of the dog out of you. You know, sometimes you gotta be mentally focused and be disciplined. That's hard sometimes. Sticking to a game plan, changing the game plan mid fights. That's the dog. That takes dog. That's why a lot of people mess up. They can't stick to a game plan. And I think that but I think the most dog I had to bring out of me. If you watch a long time ago, this is a long time ago. I fought Marcos Hernandez. It was his first. He was undefeated. I fought him in California, and I had to dig real deep to for that win. You know, he was rolling. I was in his hometown, and I had to really I threw maybe 1,000 punches in that fight. I had to
Yeah,
dig
nah,
deep,
man. Marcos is a tough contender, man. His nickname was
especially
Madman.
especially when he was coming up. He was undefeated, and he didn't want to lose. He was fighting his hometown. He was you know what I mean. We was a co-main. We was on TV. It was when we doing that toe to toe Tuesday on PPC. It was a big moment for him and for me, and I was able to pull that victory out with. I was all heart though.
I thought you was gonna say the Benavidez fight, because even though it's a loss, like we seen you kick up, like I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
I mean, yeah. That brought a dog out of me, but I don't know if I wouldn't say brought a dog out of me because I went in there feeling like that because it was 16-day notice. I wasn't supposed to be there. They didn't give me a good time to train. I took the opportunity and I went in there just like we gonna just fight today. Today you got to beat me. We not gonna just be in here getting a paycheck. We gonna see what this is. And that's how I fought. And that's how I kind of take all my fights, man. I don't, I don't the other weekend kind of upset me with seeing how some of the performances was circumstances wise. I think that in New York City, fighting in front of a lot fewer people than they're used to, in the situation that they fought in, I think that might have brought the intensity of the fights down. But man, I'm a type of fighter. I like action. But I like the science, but I like action too. You know, and I like going through different levels apart when you in a fight. I know about a lot of boxers are gonna be understand me when I say this, but like there's ebbs and lows and flows in the fight where you take a shot which you're not comfortable to, and you got to make an adjustment, and you have to get over that, and then you find cruise control, and your stamina starts to kick in, and you start to find that second win. It's like those moments right there. When I think about boxing, those are my favorite moments. Is like having to get through certain obstacles in a fight.
damn. So you rather have obstacles? You don't want a smooth sailing?
It's always an obstacle. So even like my last fight where I dominated, it was obstacles in that fight that I had to deal with mentally, and obstacles I had to deal with when just the circumstances. You know what I mean? They're not. You can't always see it, and it's not always so big. But it's certain moments that where you notice certain things. Like in the fifth round, you might notice he breathing a little heavy in the round, and you look at him, and you can those moments that I live for. Like where this moment right here means something.
James Benitez in Atlanta says Kelvin Davis was just interviewed and says he doesn't know who Kyrone Davis is. Do you not
Okay.
know each other, or is he hating on you?
I don't know him personally. I know him because of his brother. We never. I don't think we ever ran into each other or talked to each other.
That's crazy. You out here in Vegas too. You know he's trained by Beaumont. But you in
Yeah,
DLX, I get it. Maybe if you just focus going gym to home, you ain't gonna bump into him
yeah.
because
I
they
mean,
they in top rank.
yeah, yeah. I'm going gym to my back to the condo and back to the gym and do my other things. And I'm not running the streets.
You in the booth out here or what? Or you leave that? You don't let that? You don't do
I
that
brought
during
my
camp?
I brought my recording studio to my condo, so I'll be making music. So, y'all, everybody who know me know that that's my release. That's kind of like my video game, like it's what I do to express myself. So, I
For
brought my
sure.
studio, so that's what I'll be doing inside the crib.
For sure. For sure. Um, let's see here. We got
Champ,
B3's. Go ahead, champ.
I wanted to ask you, like, I don't know, did you ever fight in the bubble during the pandemic?
I fought Anthony Durrell in the bubble.
Okay, so there was no crowd there. And last Friday, they had the Times Square stuff. Like, and
Yeah.
they was saying, well, Ryan and Barboza was saying like there was no vibes in there because it felt like a sparring session. How much does the crowd matter, like to you? Because you fought in the actual bubble. So was you cool with it, or was like, does that crowd like get Chiron, like get you lit?
I mean,
It's the same. It's the same thing to me.
Mm.
Uh, it's the same thing to me. You still gotta do what you gotta do. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Once you locked in, are focusing on winning. It doesn't really bother me. If it's a big crowd or if it's a small crowd. So, but it's a slight difference. But it didn't affect the performance. It kind of just affected, maybe just like my my mindset before the fight, but not like while you in the fight. While you in the fight, somebody's still throwing punches at you, so it don't really
Right.
change that much.
that was
And then the
another
bubble.
one too, right? Would you say that's another fight that brought the dog out of you? Because I know you absolutely felt you won that fight.
I did win that fight, so it brought. I had to be strategic in that fight, and I had to be on my game. I was the most accomplished fighter that I've ever been in the ring with at the time. So that brought a different side of me out, as well. But I definitely 100% won that fight. I believe. But they ended it in a draw, and that is what it is. In boxing, you just go with the moments. Like you're not gonna always get you're not gonna always get the fair shake, especially in my position. I had to fight in tooth and nail to get myself in a certain situations that I'm in right now. I mean, I had to fight myself B side all the way up this motherfucker, and just to get noticed. So you do what you got to do.
For sure. Champ, I got B3 boxing picks out of Virginia. What's your thoughts on Terrell Gausha versus Elijah Garcia? In your opinion, did Garcia's pressure and bodywork deserve the win over Gausha's clean punching?
I thought that I think he was getting too hit with too many right hands. I think Terrell Boucher seen what I did to him, and as a smart fighter, he did. He took the blueprint. I think he was getting hit too clean. I think it was moments where um Garcia was out hustling him a little bit, but I don't think that was enough for for them to give it to Elijah. I don't think that he should have won, but it was a good fight, and I thought Terrell Boucher won.
All right, Rod in LA. Can we expect to see you fight Adames or Laura this year?
We'll see what happens. I'm not looking past nobody. We gotta win this fight. It's a tough fight, so we gotta win this fight, and then we talk about that after that.
I know what you just said, but do you think the WBA actually gives you Laura if you beat this guy? Because you're the belt under Laura, right? Or
Yeah.
one of the
So
belts
yeah,
under Laura.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I want
Damn.
it. Hopefully we get it. You know what I mean? But you never know. Boxing is, things happen. So my fault. I'm putting my charger in. Things happen. Hopefully we get the fight. Hopefully we can like get him in the ring. But if not, then it's time for him to retire. It's time for him to retire and give the belt up.
Word. Major media, if you were to create a player in a boxing game, what would be your rating for power, speed, and ring IQ?
For myself,
Yep.
I don't know how to calibrate that. 100, 100, 100. I don't even know. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to calibrate that though. It depends what rating system you go to. I'm a better puncher than people think I am. When people get in the ring with me, they definitely know that. And they always say that. IQ, but my experience is my IQ it has grown tremendously. The things that I know and things that I can do to make the fight easier nowadays is like night and day, and you will see that 31st. And was that speed? I think I have this decent hand speed, so I think I'm an all around type of fighter. I do a lot of things well, and I think that my mind definitely gives the people trouble when I fight them. That's why when I get in the ring with these top level fighters, short notice or not, I give them a hard time. You know, I was able to give Anthony Durrell a hard time. That's why I beat him. I was and even not conditioned training for 16 days was able to give Benavidez a hard time. I was able to give Elijah Garcia a super hard time doing what he usually does. Um, my IQ has taken me to where I am right now.
I got Mr. Benny Hinn. The business of boxing is ugly when it comes to Kyron Davis. 0 reasons you shouldn't be fighting Laura next or now. What type of cardio do you do to prepare for Yonelis Hernandez? And do you feel your camp was harder than the actual fight when you fought Elijah Garcia?
That's a loaded question. Uh, um, yeah, I feel like that I should be fighting for a world title, but you know what I mean. Everything happens for a reason. We gotta fight this next fight. So it is what it is. I'm not getting into that. When it comes to like getting ready, training camp is always harder than a fight. It's always harder than a fight, and it's supposed to be. If it's not, then you're probably gonna have some trouble in the fight. Um, I, for the Elijah Garcia fight, because he had to do 2 training camps. Because remember, he got sick the first time we were supposed to fight, and then we came back, and then we fought. So we were supposed to fight. We went all the way to the day before the weigh-in. He got sick, and then we had to retrain for the next fight. And because that was like a double camp, I definitely took a lot out of my body. But yeah, you run. That's cardio. There's a bunch of stuff we do to get ready for a fight. Everybody got their own way in their body, the way it works. But um, you just work hard. Try to answer everything I think I did.
Yeah. Malcolm in New York City, you get a one-time ability to bring back any celebrity or athlete of your choice and spend the entire day with who, I guess he meant to say him or her, who would you bring back and why?
Man, I don't know.
Tupac,
Uh,
you a rapper. Tupac. Spend a
yeah,
whole day
but
with Pac?
uh,
Ah, damn, I'm old. He said, damn. So what rapper would you bring back until you figure out who you would bring back
what rapper I would bring back?
to spend an entire day with?
Man, that's a hard question, man. It's too many legends that have passed. That's a hard question for me. I don't know. But James Brown would be a cool guy to hang with all day.
Wow. Okay.
James Brown would
Yeah,
be a cool
be
guy to
lit.
hang with.
Hey,
He know how to have fun. See, I feel like Tupac had like fake fun. Like Like James Brown had that real raw fun. Like he really show you some shit. You know what I'm saying? So maybe James Brown.
Dope, dope, dope. We got Shines Suits here. Can you elaborate on your conversation with Brian Norman Sr.? What do you think of the fight between Norman and Cuevas?
Um,
This is an old question because we were supposed to get you on. It's 4 weeks old, by the way. So maybe this
yeah,
is before the Cuevas fight. Maybe you did something on Mill City with Norman Jr. before the Cuevas fight or after. I don't know. Just
yeah.
trying
I
to
feel
help
like
you.
I feel like I know I was on. I did talk to him for a little, but I can't really remember who we was talking about. But yeah, Brian Norman is coming along. I think we talked a little bit about him fighting Boots, maybe. Um, I don't know. Brian Norman is doing his thing though. He's progressing. He's getting better. So, you know, that's what I can say about him.
Dre in San Diego, if you could have any music artist walk you out to the ring, who would you choose?
Right now, Burner Boy.
Okay, that's
That'll be
Oh, you
fire.
crazy.
like Burna Boy, the
I,
Afro
That'll be
beats?
fire.
I
Yeah, that'll
got
be
some
fire.
shit on my playlist old from him that I listen to. That's
Yeah,
dope.
that'll be fire.
Um,
What style of rapping would you say that you is like? I know rappers don't like to be compared, but like what vibes?
I got a whole lot of vibes. I got a whole lot of vibes. I think every time people hear my music, they be like, "Hold up, you box or you rap?" You know, my stuff sounds so good. People be like, they be confused about how can I do both? You know,
Mm.
we develop a pretty good fan base in Delaware. Y'all do shows and they be packed out. And we turned up. It's just part of it's just part of what I do. It's my artistry. So my music is pretty much me. My rap style, if you asking that, is it changes because I give you some New York type of rap. If you want to say New York, like a more of
East Coast.
like a like where you getting bars. But then I got some melodic stuff that I lean on too. So it's definitely a mix, and I'm talking to the ladies, and I'm talking to the people that been through what I've been through.
That's what's up. Who your top five right now?
I can't do
Active.
that. I'm not
No,
doing
not
that.
active.
I'm not doing that because I'm in the West Coast, and I'm not doing that. Come on, I'm not doing that. Nah,
All
not
right.
for real. I don't really have rap is so many side genres in rap. Like you can't even compare everybody. Like you can't compare a little Dirk to Meek Mills. Like or you can't. They're
Right.
different kind of style. They do different things. They're different vibes. Um, you talk about just pure lyricism. You already know. It's the Kendricks, it's the Drakes, it's the J Cole's, it's the it's Nas is still freaking dropping like legendary albums at the age that he's dropping. Who can
Facts.
rap. It's your preference though. Music is all about preference. With boxing, you got to handle it in the ring. It's more opinionated on when it comes to music.
Would you say having bars is like having a jab? Like you never lose it? Like
Um, having bars, having bars is just the essential part of. You can't really compare it. Having bars is just the essential. Uh, it, it would touch the people. Words is what it is. It's poetry. It touches
right.
people. So it's just what makes music. The words. But when you start adding melodies and stuff right in there, you get different kind of feelings. When you add them together, you get magic. So
Did you see Sinners?
I just seen that. I just
Okay.
seen that.
Ness
whoa,
hated it.
whoa!
He
Don't lead
trashed
the
it.
witness. Don't lead the witness. What was your opinion, champ?
Yeah.
I gave it an 8.7.
Whoa.
Okay.
I think I
Okay.
think
Not a
I
hundred though.
think
You see, not a 10 out of 10 like Rotten Tomatoes.
I think it was a good movie. It was some things and some character development I wish they went more into. I didn't like um this is what I didn't like about it personally. And it wasn't a big thing, but I'm a movie head, so certain things bother me. I
Yes.
don't like that they was vampires, but they was biting like they was zombies.
Because they
You know,
wanted to confuse us. That's why the first
yeah,
one never fucking burnt in the sun. How you run to a house with the sun out, you ain't in flames?
Bro, he was
yeah,
flying.
yeah.
Flying. How you gonna
It
fly? You
was
get closer to the sun in the air. Come
it
on,
was it
Tone.
was it, wa- I feel like it was some inconsistencies with that. I didn't
Thank
really
you.
like that. I didn't like when they went to that fight scene. I didn't like how competitive the humans were with the vampires. I think that should have been just a slaughter. When all them vampires ran into that building and it was like 10 of them still there, they should have been dead. It shouldn't have been
Word.
no. It was a lot of competition. And if them vampires was doing what they was showing the vampires can do, I don't think that it should have been that competitive, that fight scene. But it was some. I wish it was a little more character development. Where they talk about the singer's dad, the young boy, the dad. I
Yeah.
wish we went more
Yeah.
into the.
Into the
I wish we
pastor.
went more. I wish we went more into that. Like if there was a backstory that I wanted more about. Remember the guys came to the house and they on the horses.
The
I wish
Indians.
they, yeah, I wish they gave a little bit more about a backstory between that. I kind of just wish the movie was maybe 30 minutes longer, and explain a little bit more about those points. But I think that the acting was great. I think that the casting was great, and I think the storyline was cool. So I gave it an 8.7.
Hey, I would have kicked the Asian lady out the joint. What about you?
Well,
I would have said, pack her up. Pack her
I
up.
talked about this too. First of all, I wouldn't even went that far. It would as soon as she would have been talking crazy, we would have put hands on her. Um, we would have had to put our hands on when she was talking all that. But we got to go outside. We would have put her outside. She would have
Bro,
been
it's
outside.
all her fault. Everybody came inside.
Yeah,
It's fucking
yeah.
her fault, man.
I ain't gonna lie. That would have been a problem for me. That would have been a big problem for me. I wouldn't have let that just go down. Everybody was looking real stupid. I wouldn't know what to do.
Um, we had someone tried to blame the white lady, which was
I thought she was cool.
Michael B. Jordan's girlfriend that he came back to. Not the other Michael B. Jordan with the heavyset girl, not him. The other Michael B. Jordan role. So they said, "Oh, it's her fault." But I'm like, Michael B. Jordan the one sent his girl out there to go find out if the vampires had money.
Nah, but she did suggest
Yeah,
she
but he
was a
the
very
man. He the
she
man,
was
and
a,
his brother told him like we ain't fucking with them. So he's supposed to tell his woman, bro. You heard what my brother said? We
yeah,
don't need
nah,
that
it was
money.
definitely it was definitely on both ends, but she was very manipulative on about going outside. So she got her way, how women do. She got her way and she went outside. I think was funny, and I think which is something that you should think about is all along all she wanted to do was be with him, and at the end of the day she was with him.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a situation where she got her way, she did what she wanted, and that wouldn't have went down with me.
I ain't even pieced that together. You right. She
Yeah,
loved him and she ended up being with him at the end scene when they went to see their
exactly,
nephew.
exactly. So you know, maybe she was in on it. Maybe she knew if this happened that they'll be able to be together forever. Maybe it's a deeper storyline.
Definitely. We got a few more. You still got time?
Why she wanted to be at the party anyway? Remember, she was pressed to be at the party so bad.
I
Yeah.
mean, but she
She
wanted
was
to be there
wild.
because of Michael B. Jordan. Stack came back in town. She wanted her stack, man. You know
Yeah,
how it
but no
be.
matter how many times they try to kick her out, she wanted to stick around. I think it might have been an alternative motive to why she was there, and that might have been if he were him.
Nice, nice. I like
Hey,
that
what about
little.
girl that didn't want to eat the garlic? She would have had to go too, bro. She had to go.
He trying to kill the singer, Kai.
I
Nah,
ain't gonna
man.
lie, the way she was gyrating around and singing, like, she probably would have had to go. She had to
What?
go. She was married. She was out here married, acting like she was like a little thotty. Yeah, yeah.
Pack her up. Pack her
I
up.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Little
yo, yo,
thotty, she
she
was
she
going
met the
crazy.
nephew one day, same day for like 20 minutes, and let
Same
him invite
day,
her to the club and gave up the gnookie.
gave it up. Gave up everything. And then went on stage and was gyrating in front of everybody, just getting it in, acting crazy. I thought she already got bit the way she was dancing and singing. I'm like,
Bro,
Yeah.
her husband woke up and don't know where his wife is at.
No, didn't
It's
she
Well,
die? She ended up
yeah,
dying.
she did.
Oh, well, she a
yeah.
vampire though, or did she die in the sun?
She died. I think she died. She
Mm,
died in the sun.
damn.
She stays your ass with your husband.
You still got time for a few more?
Yeah, you good. Come
I
on.
got AB 2 times from Colorado. What is your favorite workout to do for boxing? Heavy bag, mitts, etc.
Uh, sparring,
Spawn. I got
sparring. Then probably sprints. I like doing sprints.
Tip Bellis. He said, Champ, who do you think wins in a matchup between Jerron Boots Ennis versus Jesus Ramos, or Virgil
Boots.
Ortiz versus Jesus Ramos?
Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz. I think wins a tough fight, and I think that Boots will stop Ramos.
Commanders, Chiron, who are the top 3 fighters in your opinion right now, and what music gets you ready for fight night if you listen to music before a fight?
I listen to slow music. I listen to R&B music before my fights. I mean,
Like
listen,
what?
listen a
Like
lot
what?
of
Like what?
like Jagged Edge,
Okay.
and I got the Jodeci and the
Nice.
Genuine and
There
the
we go.
and the Brandy. I like feeling
Oh, so you
good.
like that old 90s 2000
Yeah,
R&B, not this
yeah.
new bullshit tone trying to.
Mario.
There we
Yeah, I like. I,
Let's go,
I, li-
Mario.
yeah, yeah. So I listen to a lot. I like feeling good. Like I like feeling comfortable. I don't like being all rah rah before a fight. You know, some people try to get worked up and stuff. I go into the fight like it's a regular ass day. Um, and I think that's when you get the best performance when you just treat it like a regular day. You don't get too worked up. And what was the second question?
Um, Top 3 fighters in your opinion right now, like active. Who are your top 3?
Um, Terrence Crawford. This is not pound for pound, but would you should ask me with top three pound for pound right now?
Nah, he said, who are the top 3 fighters in your opinion right now? Top 3, I
In no
guess.
in no order. Terrence Crawford, um, NUA, Usyk, Canelo, uh, Javante Davis, Shakur Stevenson. Well, there's that seems to be like the guys that you always could see performing extremely well. I think Teofimo looked really good. He's starting to get us back into that conversation.
While you answered this is a slight twist to the question that may require for you to build, right? So Alex Vega from West Palm Beach in South Florida says, why turn down the IBF eliminator with the unknown Olia when that sanctioning body is very known for ordering title shots faster than any of the other ones? When now you got to fight Hernandez and not really know, do you get a title shot?
Okay, so let me try to break this down. So depending on who you are, the you might get title shot faster. How many times has Lubin been beaten the double eliminator, title
Yeah, he
eliminator?
went through
How many
4.
times? Come on. So it's more so the circumstances. So I would have to have fought in Italy, which is an unknown country to me. I've never been to Italy. I would have fight there. That's his hometown. It would have been under his promotion the way that they had it like contracted up. I was going to go fight in there. It was going to be on the promotion. I was going to have representation there, but it was going to be more favored in that situation. Um, yeah, it's an IBF eliminator, and it is a situation where Jenovic, we don't know if he's moving up, we don't know if he's staying down, we don't know what's next for him. It might have been a possibility, but all this stuff is just ifs. You know what I'm saying? The main important thing that I thought was important to me is for me to be comfortable and going into this next fight. Training in America was important. Fighting here in America was better than fighting in Italy, and I think that this fight right here is just as important, as that unknown fighter, as you say. But everybody unknown till they know. You know what I mean? You don't sleep on no fighter. You don't look at fighters like that. That's the wrong way to look at somebody. Just because you don't know him today don't mean you can't know him tomorrow. We didn't look at him as worse or better than the guy I'm fighting now. It just was a situation about where the location was and all that. Like um yeah. Like I said, with the easy road isn't really like what we look at. Like I don't really pencil that in. Like I don't really look at when I'm looking over stuff and we try to make decisions. I don't look at the easy road. I think what's important to me is getting myself prepared in the best way that I can. And some I see a lot of fighters go overseas and they get sick, before they fight. They drinking the water is different consistencies of food. Like that was making me a little bit weary, especially not having the time to be over there long enough and all that. It was just some certain things that I felt more comfortable training here for this fight. But
Appreciate
but
you
that guy
elaborating.
but that guy can still get it. Like he's not like an issue. Like it wasn't the opponent. Like we could fight him next. Like I'm not. I don't give a fuck.
Z Pacino, Chiron, salute and much respect for what you do in the ring. Talk to us about what makes Breadman a great coach and what's one of the toughest challenges of him being your coach?
What makes Breadman such a great coach is his boxing mind, the way that he methodically breaks down certain things and he makes it make sense in real life. And he relates it to boxing, like certain things that we do outside of the ring um when we that works on your mind to be able to perform at a high level. I think our chemistry that we built has made us even better together. And I think he's a good person. It's good to have a good person in your corner. And he fights for me hard. And when we train, we don't. He know how far I can go. I know what he expects of me, and we trust each other.
That's also your manager, though, right?
Well, I'm managed by Al Heyman, and I work with Louis the Cubist. Um, but uh, Birdman is like my advisor. Like
Okay.
that. It's like he's like a man. We real close, man. It's like my second father. Behind my actual father.
I got Nathan that says, as a fighter, can you shed light on how much percent of the fight purse you get to keep after paying for managers, trainers, expenses in camp? Ask this because TKO Boxing would cut out such managers and they form a league and you get to use UFC Performance Institutes for free. Is it more useful for a fighter starting out when compared to other promotional companies?
I feel like a lot of people try to get too smart on this shit. Like it's like not that deep. Um, and I'll break it down real easy. As a fighter, you got to pay taxes at the end of the year. Everybody pays taxes. As a fighter, you have representation. You got to pay representation. Just like if you was an actor, just like if you was a rapper, if you was whatever you are, you pay for your representation. After you pay for everybody who helped you out along the way, that fronted you, or um, you know what I mean. Depending on your situation, you might need more money up front. So, say if I was a rich boxer, and before I even started boxing, I was rich, I can invest in myself, and I wouldn't have need no upfront money to be able to start training camp.
A la Jake
But
Paul.
But a guy like Jake Paul, he can upfront all his costs of training camp. He can have a private training camp. He could do certain things with his money to be able to cut down on that cost. It's going to cost. It's an investment on your career. Um, it's not going to change. You're talking about we can use it. You can use the facility. Like these boxing gyms don't cost that much. Like to train at, you know what I mean? They're boxing gyms. You paying a lot of times you're paying for recovery. You're paying for maintenance on your body. Depending on how serious you are, you're paying for different trainers. You're paying for different situations. Depending on how far you want to take it, you'll spend more and more money investment in yourself. But that's different for every person. You know what I mean? When people act like people take a bunch of money out of this and a bunch of money out of that, I've never had that problem. When it comes to that, I've done a lot of things myself. And when it comes to training camp, You put in what you gonna get. So if you got to spend $20,000 on training camp, you gotta do what you gotta do, or you might. But
You
I don't
broke
think
up. You say if
TKO
you got to
box.
pay. You broke up when you say if you got to pay 20,000 on training camp, you got to do what you got to do. What?
You gotta do what you gotta do, but that's part of the game. That's part of being prepared. And I think you get in what you put in. Um, and I think the when you don't have the money, you find investors. Right, you see all the sponsors on the shorts, and you see all the other stuff like that. You find a way to to invest in your business, and boxing is your business. I don't think that TKO is going to change that. I don't think it's going to make it necessarily better. I've seen some of them price points, and I've got paid more than that for a lot of my fights. So. Um, I think whatever works for you depends on your positioning too. Like coming out of the amateurs, depending on how great your amateur career is, can be based on how much you get paid when you first come out. Depending on how nowadays how big your social media following is, can get is a difference in how much you can get paid and stuff like that too. So I think it's changed. It's different for each fighter. I think that fans should get out of that money business though. Just watch the fights.
Word.
Like they trying
Um.
to overthink it.
Not to put you in a tough spot. If you don't want to answer, don't answer. But based off what we seen on Friday, does that confirm to you that maybe Ryan was cheating, or was it just
Yeah.
Rolly came with the right game plan? Because I never seen him box so well. Like he didn't just win the fight; he outboxed Ryan Garcia.
I think it might have been just stylistically, he might have just been better. I don't really know what was going on with his training camp with his steroids and not steroids. The truth is he got caught. And that's all we can say. Yeah, if you get caught with it in your system, I mean, it is what it is. Um, and if that's the situation, that's the situation. I can't really go into it. I've never been caught with everything, anything before. I've never been tested positive for anything before. Um, So I don't know anything about that, but I think that watching in the ring, which I would, what I can talk about, it looked at like Ryan just couldn't get off. He was a little shell shock after getting hit with that hook, and it was kind of hard for him to figure out Rolly's complicated style. Even though Rolly can't box well purely, and I say purely like behind the jab and the double jab and the right hand and moving in a way where it used to, because he does things unorthodox. It can mess up a fighter like Ryan who is used to somebody being in front of him doing what they're supposed to do. Rolly does everything backwards, so you got to kind of figure that out. So it was kind of hard for him to figure that out without getting caught. And once he got caught, he was not willing to take that risk.
Last one, champ. 450 says, "Hey, champ, how have your losses made you better? Excuse me, made you a better fighter in respect, champ?"
That's a great question. Um, Man, I've had a long career. I turned pro at 2014, so that's 11 years. In different stages of my life, I took my losses. So like when I was 10-0, I took my first loss, and I learned a lot from that loss. I thought I won that fight, but it was a lot of circumstances around just going into that fight that I had learned from preparing, and also in the business wise, some things I didn't know. You know, um, things that things that I didn't understand. Like my second loss, I lost against Patrick Day. Rest in peace of Patrick Day. That was 2018. Like what I learned in that fight was like you can't be cutting weight that fast and thinking that you're gonna be okay. I was fighting at 154. I cut down from 194 in 4 weeks. Just not being prepared and having a lot of outside stuff going on and outside the ring that messed me up. So that I learned from that loss, and the loss against Benavidez, it taught me a lot about myself and my character and what I'm willing to be able to go through to get to where I want. Um, and every loss it shapes me. I change in every fight, every loss I've developed and I get better. Like I'm a resilient person. If you watch my whole career, I've gotten better. Like nothing in my career has happened to me and I haven't gotten better. I'm the better fighter. I will knock myself out when my 1921 22-year-old self out, I would knock my 22-year-old self out because I'm that much better than I used to be. So it's all about progress and getting better. Not taking your wins and celebrating them, but taking your losses and celebrating those too and getting better. This is a marathon, and that's the first thing that Brad man ever told me when we first started linking together in the end of 2013. He told me this is a marathon. It's going to be a long road. He said I can get you to 10-0, but after that you're gonna have to grind. And and we've been grinding. So I'm satisfied where I am right now in my career, and I'm proud of myself. But I also have so much work to do, and I'm ready to do that.
Champ, give out that social media, man. We appreciate you obviously jumping on and chopping it up with us.
Yeah, Kyle shut it down on everything.
All
I'll shut it
right,
down on
champ.
everything.
We appreciate you. Thank you for jumping on. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kelvin Davis, the man with the plan. We got Al in the Bay. What do you say? Al in the Bay.
What's up? Straight from the Bay Area. Um, yeah, man. Caleb Plant was right, man. You get what you deserve. Uh, on that. You know, but also, you know, it's hard to. Well, for other fighters, it's easy to discuss other people's losses. You know, but Caleb Plant can't really talk. Well, he never cheated, but he definitely got dog walked before. So, uh, it's kind of hard to say something about somebody else when you got beat down. Um, so that's what it is to me. Uh, yeah, man. David Benavidez, man, people scared to fight him. It's they don't want to get beat up. So it's gonna be hard to fight somebody who don't want to get beat up, or who don't want to take that chance to getting beat up. So he gonna have to offer them some real bread to get in the ring with him. Which is weird because he's the champ who don't want the title. You feel me? Because y'all prize fighters, but also for history's sake, you want to get that belt. And it seems like the belt is starting to lose its value. So, you know, um, these organizations gonna have to change their tactics, man. But somebody who wants the belt, maybe they should start paying the champ for being the champ, and everybody else started paying who ain't the champ. Maybe that would give somebody the cojones to be like, I don't care who it is. I want that check because I'm the champ. Maybe that will get people to boost more about becoming a champ and fighting all comers. Um, yeah, man, because it's looking ugly in the street, man. When you turn down a title defense, when you turn down a title shot, you feel me? It's ugly in the streets for that, and it seems like more and more people turn down title shots. So I don't get it. They're gonna have to change their tactics, man, and that's just look at it.
All right, Al in the Bay. Appreciate you. Looks like I got Jorge. We read that. James with the King Counter. Casual Jerry $5. Now it got to be a 5v5. Ness got the best protection plan in the business. No, I'm just saying if you want him to fight a fucking dude that's on Golden Boy, it ain't gonna be easy. Rex out of Delaware. $5. Good interview, Ness. I really enjoyed Scooter's interview as well. He has so much character and great value. Salute, hashtag TBV. Yeah, man, salute Scooter. Love, like that kid a lot. He's doing his thing. Moose, $2. Happy birthday, CYP salute emoji. Sucker Repellent, $2. Happy C-Day, CYP. Polo Buck, $20. I always F with the interview bin shows. They rare, but they're fire. Take my money. Now, I appreciate you, champ. Adrian, $5. Drop that guap pack. Let him rate Tone's bars. I didn't want to do that. I seen it, and I kind of wanted to. I pulled it up, and then I said, no, what if he takes it as disrespect because he's a boxer, and Tone is not, and he's disrespecting the Guo. I just was like, I ain't want to put Tone in that predicament, bro. Rex out of Delaware, another great interview. Let's go, champ. $2. Hashtag TBV. Polo Buck meant to say they are rare, but they are fire. Now, I noticed and I added it in. Moose with the $2. He said James Brown, legendary answer. And guess what? You wouldn't even known that answer if it wasn't for Quest, the best. Y'all need to start putting respect on his name, man. Tip questions whack. Oh, will Jesus Ramos beat Boo Boo? He said no. Jesus gets stopped. Tip running around the chat crying like a little baby. Rex out of Delaware. Another $5, excuse me. He says Delaware into his house tonight. Ness, you know what I always say when I call in. But since Kyrome is in the building, I no longer have to digress. Laughing out loud. Flexing emoji. Boxing glove emoji. And we got Bandalorian back with another 2. You should have asked Kai if he saw Yo-Yo fucking neck. 3 laughing out loud emojis. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure they know and they expecting. James, King Counter.
Yo, Ness, I'm gonna go ahead and say that was an amazing interview that you had this evening with Tyrone Davis. That
Appreciate it.
is like definitely, man. I mean, I think interviews like that is the reason why people just sit here and support, and that's why you're gonna get the 300,000 subscribers and 500,000 subscribers. So hopefully, I can speak that into the atmosphere. You can get that within the next, year or two, at least to 500,000, man, because you deserve with the work you put in these community. Also, man, shout out to Tyrone Davis, man. I laughed when he said he'd be listening to Brandy. I mean, I can't imagine him just like humming or singing along to like the Monica and Brandy song and shit like that. I'll never think that of him, but man. Shout out to him though, man. He did say at least he's shown that you don't have to always be like a super tough guy or this, that, and the third at all moments of the day. Like a lot of y'all in the chat try to appear to be, which I definitely know you're not, but hopefully when y'all look in the mirror, it can be revealed to yourselves. But Ness, man, like, why'd you even say that, if you can speak to somebody or bring them back for one day and talk to, why would you think somebody would want to talk to Tupac, man? Like, Biggie's
Just
actually
because
the
he's a
right answer.
musician and Tupac not only rap but he produced. He was a studio guy, and I thought maybe that would have been something that Tyrone would have been interested in as a studio guy, musician himself. That's all.
Nah. It would definitely. I think Biggie was a more appropriate answer. Maybe even Big L, maybe other lyricists at that point or whatnot, or even a lyricist of mine. God rest his soul, man. Rich Homie Quan. I would love to bring him back just one day just to talk to him about like, just the drug usage and things like that. Being an East Atlanta legend, I'm like, damn, bro, man, you had all the gifts in the world and, shit is gone now. So that's something right there. But shout out to Quest today. I ain't got no complaints about his question. The movies, I thought it was entertaining. Um, what the movie he said? No, he said Rush Hour over Juice. That's kind of crazy though, man. I can't get on. I can't jack that shit. But everybody's subject to their own opinion right there. Also, Ness, I don't know if I brought that up in the chat before, man, but hey, are you looking forward to Forrest Gump 2 coming out?
What? That ain't coming
Yeah,
out.
nigga.
How they gonna make a Forrest Gump 2? What the fuck is it gonna be about?
Hey, my nigga, are you looking forward to Forrest Gump 2? It's just a yes or no question, man, but I guess
I
I'll
mean, I'm
take
gonna
that as a
watch
no.
it. I'm gonna watch it, bro. Forrest Gump was fire, the first one. So hey, I'm gonna see what they fucking gonna do. How they gonna?
I think I think it has Tom. I think it definitely has Tom Hanks in it, but it seems like the preview that I saw on YouTube or whatever, it seems like it's being stories being told from his son's vantage point or whatnot that he has. So I think it's going to be an interesting movie. Also,
He did
Chiron
have a
did
son
do a
with the
great.
white lady with the blonde hair, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, hey, give the other half of my counter a tip, and also before I get off, do you how strongly of a recommend is the Accountant 2? Is that a strong recommend watch?
I mean, for me it was. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for sure. I enjoyed it for sure. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, click the notification bell. If you're watching this on X live streaming video, don't forget to do the same. Hit that thumbs up. Actually, there's no thumbs up, so I need you to hit the retweets, man. Hit them retweets. Repost. Mike, what up?
What's going on, Ness? What's going on?
What up?
Nothing much, nothing much. You by yourself, everyone left?
Yup.
Nice, nice. They got you out solo. Nah, man, I just wanted to comment on this whole Benavidez and not being able to get Callum Smith or Anthony Yard. But wanted to put on my tinfoil hat on. I don't know if you don't mind playing the X-File conspiracy music real quick, but brings me back to the whole beef between Turkey and the PBC. Because what I was seeing yesterday, something about Turkey trying to sabotage that Gervonta Davis. That's why that date is off, because apparently the undercard was sabotage. I mean, Puello was supposed to do a unification with Antoine Gary Russell, and that, they offer him more money to go with the Matias fight for the July 12th undercard. And if you look at your boy Berlanga was supposed to sign with the PBC, and all of a sudden he got a Hamza Shiraz fight. Plus, let's kind of connect the dots here. It seems like the PBC has been trying to lure in a big fight. First, they tried Canelo versus Jake Paul. That didn't happen. Tank versus Jake Paul. That didn't happen. So now the only card they got is actually putting Barrios versus Pacquiao. I mean, this is the only thing they can pull out right now. So we'll see if they stay afloat. But I think that's the beef ongoing, and we'll see where that ends. Kind of feel bad for Benavidez at the end of the day.
Hey, man, nothing to feel bad about, bro. He had an opportunity. Turkey offered him a fight, man. These other fighters or the other fans of the fighters, they want to say, oh, he's loyal, or that's loyalty. You don't know nothing about that. That's not loyalty. Who was Puello loyal to? Who was Carlos Adames loyal to? Who was Wilder
I
loyal
mean,
to? How is
I
a
mean,
dozen PBC fighters that fought with Turkey already? It's not about loyalty. Some people just don't want to be smart.
yeah, I mean, when the PBC doesn't really have much on your card on you, like they have any much interest, they'll let you go. They'll try to, have you make your own money on your own, but I guess it is what it is, but we'll see.
All right, we got Moose with the counter. Moose with the counter. Where you at? What up? Moose, what up?
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Check 21221.
Yeah, man. You said somebody wouldn't have known the James Brown answer if it wasn't a Quest. What that got to do with what Quest got to do with James Brown?
It was his question that brought out the James Brown answer. I wasn't directing that to
Okay.
you. I was directing it specifically to Tip, who's always hating on Quest, saying that he got corny questions, but his questions are actually making the fighters laugh and elaborate deeply. I mean, he got that dude to really open up off that question.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Quest. You know what I'm saying? Because that answer right there, that was, I didn't expect that. And when he did that, I literally had to start clapping. I was like, man, that's an amazing answer, man. Because I done seen tidbits of James Brown, man. James Brown was the real deal. So the reason why they called him the Godfather, he was the real motherfucking deal. So yeah, salute to that, man. Salute to Kyron Davis, man. That brother there, that's a real thorough dude right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a real that man. That's a good dude right there. I like that dude. You know, all his answers, the way he speak, the way he articulate himself. That's a good brother right there. You know what I'm saying? We need more like him. You know, when he was speaking about the ebb and flow in the fight and the obstacles you gotta endure in the fight. You know, I like the fact that he said he likes sparring and he also said sprinting. I like to sprint myself, but I need to start loving sparring. I need to get my ass in the ring. But yeah, man. And shout out to Mark, man. Mark came on the other day. You know, he made me you know, Berlanga really starting to grow on me, man. You know, I had a real disdain for Berlanga, but he's starting to grow on me. I don't know at what point in his career I gotta go back and look at the video, but one of the brothers I went to high school with, he gave him an interview. You know, my guy chopped it up and made a little highlight thing on it. And when I saw that interview, I was like, damn, this dude, this a cool dude right here. This a real down to earth dude right here. This a God fearing man. And Berlanga, you know, the way he was speaking, I was like, yeah, this a good guy. You know, so he did that for my guy that I went to high school with. And Mark came on the show, and the way that Mark conducted himself was straight G. You know, so if what's his name? Damn, Berlanga got people like that around him, and he act like that. That's just a testament to his character, man. Because Mark is a real, you know, that's a real dude right there. You know, I ain't really had nothing to say about the boxing. I just wanted, you know, I just had some things on my chest I had to get off. But yeah, shout out TBV.
All right, champ. We appreciate you. Tip, counter. Tip, counter.
Oh damn! 1 second, I'm chewing. Yeah, man. Shout out to that one caller. You know, he's telling the truth, man.
Which
There's
one?
a bunch of sabotaging going on. You know,
Oh,
Turkey out of sheep.
Mike.
He's sabotaging boxing. He ain't just sabotaging the PBC. That's not what he's trying to do. He ain't just trying to sabotage Tank. No, Turkey Al Sheik is trying to sabotage boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, those fights were so bad the other week that it just gave TKO all the leverage it needs. It just gave TKO all the leverage it needs. You know what I'm saying? It like just think about it. These dudes is getting paid all this money. They got scheduled fights ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Then they put on a lackluster fight. You know what I'm saying? And then you know it calls for fans to demand these fighters, you know, to you know get in there and actually perform. And what's going to do that is that dumbass league. You know what I'm saying? That dumbass league is going to is going to be counterproductive to what we really need in the sport, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just nasty, man. It's nasty. Sergey LSU can sabotage in boxing. He already took away the biggest fight we could have possibly had. Jake Paul versus Canelo. Now, you know what I'm saying? They out here scheduling this bullshit Anthony Yard versus Cullen Smith fight. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Cullen Smith ducking the Mexican monster, man. It's nasty out here. It's real nasty out here. It's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting ridiculous. All these Real season fights is BS, man. They not moving the sport. They ain't doing nothing for the sport. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. They're not even making superstars over there. All they doing is taking the biggest names and throwing them on the card. This shit, like, bro, I'm telling you, man, it's just nasty out here, bro. It's nasty out here. But shout out to y'all, man. Turkey saving boxing, right? Turkey saving boxing. That's what y'all said. Yeah, great interview with Calvin Davis, man. Cool dude. You know, go check my man shit out on Apple Music and all that, man. Respectfully, bro. Respectfully. And Quest, man. I'm gonna just cut it out, man. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone. Anyway, man, we got a great movie coming up in a couple of weeks. I think a couple. When's the release date for this? 28 years later, man. A real 10 out of 10 movie. Something you should go see. You know, it's not a movie about vampires. You know what I'm saying? That's not really based on vampires. It's a movie about zombies. You know what I'm saying? Based around zombies. You feel me? So y'all should be looking to go see that when it does drop in theaters. Apparently, it's up for 5 awards already, and the shit ain't even out yet. You know what I'm saying? So, in the meantime, get prepared to go see 28 years later. You know, you could prep yourself by watching 28 days later and then watching 28 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just do that. Just do that. And your questions is trash, man. They trash.
Sin, what up? Sin. Oh, yo. Yo. Mr. Perfect.
Yo.
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we do got a good ass movie coming up, man. July 26th, man. It's on and popping. We ain't gonna talk about Hannah Gabriel's duck though, the 175, but yeah, it's a movie for sure. July 26th for sure.
We ain't gonna talk about how Clarissa duck.
Duck cool. She can't duck nothing. She the A side.
The Netflix offer.
We not no undercard. Why the fuck was we gonna be on Amanda Serrano
All right. I mean,
undercard,
just
bro?
like you got an excuse, I'm sure
For
Hannah got
what?
one, right?
For where? For what? I mean,
No,
she
no,
ain't
no.
fought in a
Yeah, I
couple.
mean,
So
you got an excuse. She got an excuse. We all got excuses.
I'm just saying, what you want? What you want her to fight a co-main for? That's a main event fight, my dog.
Again, I'm not even getting into that argument. You got an excuse. She
No,
got an
yeah, facts.
excuse. You know.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, that's a main event fight, right or wrong.
Netflix is main event.
Is that a main event fight or no?
Netflix is main event. Remember?
Is that a main event?
Amanda Serrano
Is
and
that a
Katie
main
Taylor.
event pay-per-view
Amanda
fight, bro?
Serrano and Katie Taylor was on an undercard, and now they're the main event on Netflix. So, yeah,
A
man,
pointless
Netflix is the
ass
main event.
trilogy. A pointless ass
Numbers
trilogy.
don't lie.
A pointless. We gonna see
What?
what the numbers do. We gonna see. We gonna see what these numbers do without Mike
They
Tyson.
offered her to get on a card with all
Hey,
women, you gonna shit
hey,
on the fight? Oh, now this a
hey.
pointless card.
I've been saying this
That's
a pointless ass
crazy.
trilogy. What are you talking?
Crazy,
Amanda
bro.
ass.
They
You already know that, bro.
extend
Stop it.
their hand to
Stop
Clarissa,
it.
and you get mad. This don't make no sense the way y'all be acting,
Cause it,
bro.
bro, it's not a man. I don't give a fuck. First of all, I don't care
I ain't never
man,
say
about that main
Amanda.
event shit.
I ain't say
I know,
Amanda.
but you already know I don't care about that main event shit. But Carissa, no, that's a pay-per-view main event fight, bro. So why would
Bro,
she have it as a co-main event?
stop lying to yourself and to Clarissa. What fucking pay-per-view is
How?
Clarissa gonna do?
Which that's a pay-per-view fight with
Oh, so
Shadeja, bro. What you talking
Shadeja and
about?
Clarissa's a paper. Hey, yo, this man done lost it,
Yeah,
bro. You done
that
lost
ain't a
it.
pay-per-view fight,
Hey,
bro.
yo, at night you wish you was Papoose too, huh?
Nah, hell no, that nigga lame as shit. But look, that's a pay-per-view fight, bro. That's like
Pay-per-view,
that the
bro.
build up.
Tell everybody the last pay-per-view she did. How many numbers it got? Since we always reporting tank shit.
That don't count, bro.
Oh,
What
that
you hold
don't
on? What
count?
you mean? Hold on, what you mean with Savannah Marshall, bro? The best motherfucking card ever.
That
Women's
shit
card
wasn't
ever.
pay-per-view in America, man.
It was
You don't get
overseas.
that
First of it was overseas.
international shit out of
It
here.
was it
A
was
real
it was
pay-per-view,
overseas.
a real pay-per-view is when you selling
And
over here.
Alicia Baumgartner was on that card too. So stop it, bro.
Homie, how many numbers she do for you to be trying to say that's a pay-per-view fight? You got to stop this, man. She needed that Netflix
Stop
deal.
what?
She needed the Netflix deal
In
for the
female
exposure.
boxing, in female boxing, that is, bro. What you mean?
Yeah, all right, man. Just make sure when they put it on pay-per-view, paying for all our shit.
No, I don't think they is, but yeah, that's for women. It is though, bro.
That should have been
But I
on
don't think.
Netflix, gotten 100 million views.
No, fact. Hold on, I got another. Right now, let me say some shit. But yeah, facts. No, that's facts, bro. But you know how she feel, bro. You know her ego, nigga. So you can't change the way she thinks. So come on, bro. Let's just stop it right there. Yeah, man. And I hate when
Yo, but
niggas be
who
trying
this
to play.
girl? Who this girl?
Who?
Lonnie? What is it? Lonnie? Lana?
She got a belt. She got a belt. That's all I know.
Is it a belt? Because I seen black and gold. Is that a real belt?
She got a blue belt, bro. Stop it.
But this dude crazy right now. I'm
Bro,
about to screen
she
share
got a
this
belt.
shit. We screen sharing it. No, I ain't say she ain't got no belt. But it looked black
Right.
to me.
We going at the belts though, bro. I'm just saying. She got a belt. We got to take it.
Okay, they got her with a
We
blue
we
belt
offer
here.
Hannah Gabriel's, bro.
Off of
I've been trying to see her for
100-year
forever.
layoff.
I mean, it ain't our fault.
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny how motherfuckers make excuses for their favorite fighter. Won't
I'm
fight
just saying, bro.
Shadeja on the biggest Netflix card, but want to fight Hannah Gabriel's off a layoff. This is nasty work.
What you mean? She a bigger name than Shadeja. What you mean?
Off a layoff?
Okay.
All right, Keyshawn.
Period. What you mean? Period, bro. What you?
That Dos Santos, what up?
Hey, yeah, we gotta stop this shit, man. This shit happened with Zoo when Zoo got his ass beat by my dog Fedora, and I called it. Ryan just got his ass beat. Stop planning these fights, man. Stop planning these fights ahead of time, man. Y'all niggas gonna
So
learn, bro.
how many Lonnie Daniels fights you watch?
I ain't even know who that is, bro.
You collecting them
That's
straps,
why
baby. Strap season.
That's what. Hey, but we gonna have 18,000 there for sure.
18?
So it don't even matter who she fight,
Don't make
bro.
me group it, man. I don't think she ever did 18. Maybe in
She
UK with
did, but
Savannah.
LCA hold 18, so she could do 18,
18.
bro.
I'm about to you making me group this. I was trying to do these stats.
I told y'all that, bro.
Group
I already
up.
know the number.
Group up, man. Group up, man. How
Bro,
many?
I know the number. It's
What?
18,000 seats. No, damn near
No.
20,000 seats, bro.
That's
Stop
not the question.
it. I'm just saying, bro. What she did, what? 14? 14 good, bro. What you mean? For a girl?
That's amazing.
Come on now, bro.
If you telling the truth.
Man, she did 14, 12. But yeah, we gonna back that bitch out again, bro. So it really don't matter. Like, she come to the D is on for whatever. Yeah, hold on, man. You about to make another one. I got to. Well, no, I ain't about to say another. But yeah, tell Keith, hey, bro, Tip, where Keith at, bro? That nigga then went to Australia, thought he had a Tim Zoo fight, man. Where that nigga at, bro?
Yo, and they announced Zoo gonna be fighting Fondora on the undercard of
I know. I know, but Keith thought he was getting it.
That's crazy. Let me get to Khaled.
All the way to
Actually,
Australia,
Sin,
shit.
what up? All right, champ, appreciate you.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yo,
Yo.
I don't hear you. Yo.
Yo.
I'm about to
Yo.
jump out, jump in.
All right. So it says Dan Rayfield announced 11,784 as a quote-unquote impressive attendance for June 3rd, 2023, Shields versus Mariciela Cornejo in Detroit Little Caesars. Then Vanessa Leopage versus Shields in 2024, approximately 12,000 per Clarissa Shields X. But that's herself saying she sold 12. I don't know. The venue was described as having quote unquote about 12,000 people for the WBC heavyweight title. Shields did aim to outdo her attendance of her last fight, which wasn't 12. So, that isn't necessarily confirmed because, again, they're saying approximately per Clarissa Shields, but then the quote is about 12,000. So, but that's amazing numbers. Amazing numbers. The Danielle Perkins fight only did 6,000 per CBS Detroit and AP News, which is obviously Associated Press. So I don't know why that was a lot lower. But 11,700 whatever, that's 12, bro. Both times 12, that's better than a lot of people, men included. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Two-Tone the Superstar, running. DJI, what's happening? Put me on Certified Savage, man, respectfully. Two-Tone the Superstar, TBV, that Hatrix, Maryville, USA, what's happening? Yo, man, pass me that Henny over there. Yo, Lolo's Chicken, I love you, nigga. Never no beef. I love y'all, respectfully. What we say, Clarissa Shields ain't the real deal, Holyfield. Your movie flop if we keep that shit all the way real. And you duck Shadeja. Now you cherry pick, try to call her Michaela Lord Child. Now they saying you high. You say it's contact, nigga. We know you on that Zal because you rollin' with Pat. Trying to get a knockout, now you rollin' with Snack. Man, not the big Devontae. You think we foolish? We ain't Ashante. They love Tone, I'm getting better, brainy. And I ain't never gonna sue, I ain't Devin Haney, Lord. You done fumble that Jake bag, man. You done fumble that Jake bag. Two-Tone is Superstar.
That was courtesy of I'm looking for your name, Adrian. Shout out Adrian, but we also got Mr. Perfect that says play that Ali. Boombaye. Boombaye.
Let's go. Let's go. They ain't as bad as me, trash to me, not as fast as me. That little money that you bragging about ain't a bag to me. Tried to lie and say I smoke weed, yeah, that's cap to me. I don't smoke weed, I smoke bitches, they a pack to me. Growing up in Flint, it was rough, ain't had no food to eat. Had to fight my way out the ghetto, now I'm on my feet. By the time I turned 17, they couldn't stop me. Told them I'm the GOAT, I'm the female.
Shout out Mr. Perfect back with another $2 super chat and says it was a different venue with Perkins and Flint. I don't get that though. Why would that change things? How do you go from 12-12 to 6? That's a sick drop off. Sin in the billing.
Yo, you can hear me?
We hear you.
All right, perfect. So listen.
We listening, but you ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in Caleb Plant and people running with it because he been calling out Berlanga since Berlanga had that fight with Canelo already signed. And on top of it, they already knew he wasn't going to fight him off a loss or a win. They knew that wasn't in the plans. And he wasn't signed to PBC. And now he want to use this press conference, use Edgar's name, talking about, I've been calling him out. Homie, he looked trash against McCumbee, and McCumbee's what, a pro box fighter? Like, that's like a mid-tier guy. Come on. And he's like the same type as like an Edgar. Power puncher, move forward. Like, why are we being for real? This is the same dude that they was questioning whether they was going to stop the Caleb Plant fight. How many times Breadman asked him in the corner if he wanted him to stop it? I remember like 2 different rounds. Like, why are we talking like, oh, this is the next level guy right here, begging for the Canelo rematch? Canelo's washed. He's gonna fight Hamza Shariz, and then he's probably gonna fight Bivol, and that's gonna be it. Like, why are we pretending and acting like this dude is so great? This dude is average with a famous name. That's it. I just seen William Skull outthrow him, land more power punches to the head, and he land one more total punch, and people want to throw less punches, and people want to act like, oh, he ran. Bro, you watch them first 5 rounds, all he did was just, like, he looked lost. Canelo threw like 4 punches a couple of rounds. How are we talking about this is one of the greatest fighters? He famous. He got the name. I'll give it to you, the face of boxing. But if you talking about skills, average, brother. Devin Haney threw more punches than his opponent. William Skull threw more punches than Canelo, and people want to talk about running this, that, and the third. Bro, Devin Haney got 32 fights. He been doing that. William Skull got 23 fights. He been doing that. I watched the Shishkin fight. He been doing that. How can Shishkin and other dudes hurt William Skull do better than Canelo did? But Canelo, so great, so powerful, the face of boxing, cinnamon, not sugar. All of a sudden, he looking trash. And my thing is this: he a good fighter. People be thinking I be violating him every time I get on here. My thing is, I don't like how he say he the best fighter in Latino history. Because if we being real, he kind of had an easy path because of his fame. If you take Duran, even like Chavez, a lot of these dudes, if you gave him his path, low key, they would cook. Like that's what I'm trying to say. And I don't like how people be violating Carlos Monsoon. At 168, people want to be violating him. But Canelo, they glorifying Billy Joe and Yildirim. He didn't even put out Yildirim. That was a corner stoppage. Like, what are we doing? Don't we see the play? Edgar running around talking about he the main event. Homie, you the B-side. Hamza Shariz is the main event. Shakur and Edgar Berlanga beefing over their main event status. Meanwhile, it's Hamza Shariz event. Why? Because that's their culture. He part of their culture. They jacking him. And Hamza Shariz, he got to play. If he stopped Edgar in Madison Square Garden like Josue or like, close his eye, a doctor stopping something, it's going to look nasty. Belonga career might be over. He making fun of Munguia. And meanwhile, whole time he could have his Bruno moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all the talk, man. Canelo, average skills, famous nobody. Famous. That's it. That's all I got to say, man. Y'all going to be mad in the comments.
Belong about to make you a believer, man.
He looked trash on Twitter. They
Khaled,
cooked him.
what up? Twitter don't win fights, player. Twitter don't win fights.
Yo, Ness.
Yo,
my man's had a lot of shit to get off his chest though, but he made some decent points though. First, hey yo, who is Tim Zoo and Fundura on the undercard of?
allegedly Pac-Man Pacquiao. Pac-Man Pacquiao.
Okay. Hey yo, and then I don't know, did you see that Jermell Charlo and like Keith Thurman was rumored? Did you see that? Hear about that?
Yeah, I seen
What's
that.
your
I
thoughts on
seen
it?
that. I seen that rumor.
How you feel about it? You think that's a good scrap for Keith, or you want him to
Hell
stay
yeah,
away from
man. He
Charlo
at
off the 2 years?
54. He at 54, man. It's over. It's over, bro. Listen, we can't be protecting Keith any longer. He's about to be 36 years old.
No, that's
It's
real shit.
time.
My man coming off the 2 year. Yeah, he coming off the two
It's
year
no
layoff.
more.
You
It's
got to
no
get
more
him.
baby. And he got the tune up he needed. I always thought he was elite.
Yeah,
It's time to prove it
yeah. No, that's
again.
real shit. You got
You know,
to,
it's like I said,
yeah,
this is Danny Garcia moment. Like Danny had that official 140 career that's gonna get him in the Hall of Fame, but that 47 career was you know what I'm
it
saying?
was. It was
First
kind of
album
shaky.
was
Yeah,
hot,
I'm
that
with you.
second album was you feel me?
Yeah, I'm with you, God. Yeah, so I am. Hey, this Yard Smith scrap nasty. That's nasty as fuck. I don't want to say. I'm sick of hearing Yard name, bro. Yard name come up more than any. Yo, Yard. What about Yard? What about Yard? I'm sick of hearing that man name. I'm not. I ain't like I said. I
That's
don't
why
call
they
him about
ain't
these
give him the
trash.
David fight. I mean, David. Well, it's David fault. He could have took the fight, you know. But the point is, if he fight
Yeah,
David, it wouldn't have been no more Yard.
yeah, that's real. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, yo, do you think the Callum Smith and David joint didn't happen because like Callum Smith just too expensive and it just opposite sides of the street and they had to overpay him
I
and he
mean,
like
I
got
mean,
the trick?
I'm with everybody else with the conspiracies, man. David don't want to fight on Saudi, like he said, man. You heard what he said. You know what he said. David said what he said.
So how much is it even matter?
To be honest with you, I'm not worried about Turkey. We're on PBC. We're in the U.S. We're here throwing fights here in Vegas. That's what I care about. I care about headlining fights for PBC.
So how much is it even matter?
There you go. Shit, fuck it. All right, well, man, yeah, bro. Shit. As far as
He
Caleb Plant
fumbled
and that
that turkey
Charlo,
bag. He fumbled
that's a
that
fact.
turkey bag.
I think that Charlo and them gotta chill with just trying to skip over niggas, cause we keep seeing that every time niggas try to look past niggas, then shit happen. Yo, Caleb Plant is fighting Dominguez. Last time I seen Dominguez, he got stopped by fucking Elijah Garcia, and Elijah Garcia is not very good like that. Like he's not that
It could.
impressive.
I mean, people only talk about Devin, but it could be Kyron ruined Elijah Garcia. It ain't that he ain't good. It could be
That
that
could be a
Kyron
thing.
ruined him
Yeah.
because after that, he had the poor performance with Gachet.
Yeah, he didn't look good against El Goucher was putting hands and feet on Elijah. So yeah, Caleb Plant should stop him. And I don't know, like Charlo really don't sound locked in to me. I ain't liking how he talking cornflakes, sound like he in his head a little bit. But it's just talking though. I mean, Charlo should, handle business because that is the money fight and shit like that. That's you think Caleb Plant and Charlo is pay-per-view?
I mean, in PBC's eyes, yeah. But not in my eyes, motherfucker. He ain't even show me he back. They gonna give him one
Yeah,
fight
that's
and
real
put him
shit.
on pay-per-view like I'm rich. Ain't nobody
Yeah, that's real shit.
rich.
That's trash. That's fair. That's my
Counter
call, God.
tip.
Thank you.
All right.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, man, these callers out here tripping, man. I don't know who that dude Sin, man. Yeah, I don't know what his problem is, but yo, we not tolerating no Berlanga disrespect over here, bro. Like, check yourself. We not tolerating no Berlanga disrespect. All this talk about Edgar Berlanga not a headline, yo, do the math, my boy. Do the math. We done did bigger numbers than Shakur ever done on pay-per-view as a headline. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Niggas ain't talking about Shakur versus William Zepeda. They talking about Edgar Berlanga versus Hamza Shiraz. Get that shit right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then you talking about this is Hamza Shiraz event. Yo, how is it Hamza Shiraz event and he lost his last fight? This is our event. Like you heard what Edgar said. Like yo, we was propping up. You know what I'm saying? Two superstars on the card, but one went and started sneak dissing. So it's just my card now. You know what I'm saying? It's the Belonga show. It's gonna be a movie. TSTS. We the best. You feel me? Straight like that, man. Y'all better get this shit together, man. That Berlanga disrespect, and then the Canelo disrespect, man. Yo, I keep telling y'all, man. I keep telling y'all. Listen, Canelo did not want to see this. No, let me put it like this. It's tough being Canelo, right? Because niggas always get on the back foot versus Canelo, and Canelo gonna walk niggas down, and so it just puts him in a weird position because Skull is out boxing him on the back foot, but Skull never gonna come forward, right? So when you watching Canelo and he's fighting William Skull, the reason he not really pressing the issue on Skull is because he gonna get counterpunched. That's all niggas is looking to do on Canelo is just counterpunch him. They trying to win points off counterpunching and go the distance, and it's nasty. It's nasty. That's why he should be fighting David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, who's gonna come forward and bring a fight. But he don't want to do that, man. He don't want to do that. But I mean, listen, man, y'all gonna experience something different when Canelo fights Terrence Bud Crawford on that card in what is it, August? They fight in August, right? Yeah, y'all gonna see exactly
September,
what I'm
bro.
talking about.
September
So
12th on a
September.
Friday.
Who the fuck fighting in August? Oh, I'm fighting in August. That's right. I'm about to beat the shit out of somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to beat the shit out of somebody in August. I forgot. Damn. Oh shit. Yeah. But come September, y'all gonna see, man. On this 100K pay-per-view, y'all gonna see It's gonna be a different Canelo on fight night. It's gonna be a way different Canelo Alvarez on fight night. Bud gonna be too small in that ring, and y'all need to rewatch the Skull fight and rewatch the Madrimal fight. Put your money on Canelo, man.
All right, H-Town.
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yep.
H-Town, baby, man. This guy's crazy, man. Canelo watches a prime Chavez. Canelo watches a prime De La Hoya. Canelo watches all these guys, man. Trinidad. Man, prime for prime, dog. He watches them all, dude. He's just bad matchup for all those guys. You know, it is what it is, dude. They want to hate. Hey, keep on hating. The man's been a pro for 20 years, Ness. This is his 20th year as a pro, I believe. He's about to be 35, I think, this year. So, man, he's been a pro since he was 15. And he says, oh, he took the easy road. You tell me other 15-year-olds fighting grown men to feed their families. Dude, the clown. He knows nothing. He knows nothing. Just another Canelo hater trying to find a reason to hate the 5'7" kid. 5'7", bro. Backing up your 6 foot, 200-pounder, running away. That shit's sad. If we were in the streets and you saw a 5'7" kid punking all the 6 foot guys at 200 pounds, all these muscles everywhere, you'd be thinking that, man, that little man got to be a monster. And you do the trash. And the
I try to tell him, man.
Hey, Ness, the quote, pay-per-view. Man, paper mache. She ain't gonna make no money with nobody. Tripping, bro. But that's all they got over there in Michigan, you know? They got the gold in that dirty water.
But that's
It
dope
is
that
what it
they
is.
supporting her, bro. 12,000. That's a lot, bro. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, but how many? Hey,
Bro,
and what we got about?
12,000 is 2,100 less than Boots Ennis in Philly.
Oh, yeah, but how many tickets were comped? We never know that.
Oh my lord, the hate is real.
Hey, you know what? You know what it is, man. We gotta know all the real numbers. You know, everybody's got comp tickets.
Bro,
You know,
nobody's comping 6,000 tickets.
Shit. Never know, dog. They might be giving them away to the YMCA. Get the kids out there.
Oh man, they still got to bring them out, even if they free. You got to come out.
People come out. People come out. You know, I ain't gonna totally hate on Clarissa. She got her fan base, but these guys acting like, that she bringing out 40,000 or something. They're crazy.
Bro, but
She's
12,000 is a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's especially for a female. Because like you said, Boots and David can't even sell out their home state.
I don't think Shakur's done more than 12,000.
I thought he did 15 in Newark.
Where? Motherfucking group that.
Yeah, Google that. I thought he did 15.
Nah, we don't fuck with Google. Google bullshit. Group, get to the point.
Yeah, what was it? God damn, that fight where his cousins were fighting in the goddamn arena.
All right, we're about
Come
to
on,
find
man.
out what was Shakur's. Well, actually, Shakur Stevenson. Let me help Grook out. You know what I'm saying? Stevenson's highest attended fight. And if you want to call in, now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. We got Tip Bellis with the counterpunch. We got two. And on X and Discord, looks like we got everybody in SGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. We are out. Wait, actually, let me get you my group response, right? What the group say? Confirm attendance figures. Stevenson, Robinson, Consacao, and Newark, 10,000 per Michael Coppinger. November, Edwin de Los Santos, 6,000. Artem, 8,000. Stevenson Padley, 26,000, but he wasn't the main. And that was Juke K. So there it is. Whoop, there it is. What else we got? Robertson County got, yeah, we got the 10,000. Yep. Yeah. I don't see any more. What we got? Oshoshino. Estimated attendance was 8 to 12. That's a huge discrepancy right there. That's a huge discrepancy right there. Yeah, I like that Brandon Moore card. I do. I like that heavyweight fight, man. I like that. That's the Suge Knight of boxing. Stark in the building.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, first time calling from London.
What up with you?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's, great interviews by the way. I'm enjoying the shows.
Thank you.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, I saw Benavidez with a WBA belt. I thought that was the fake belt,
It's the
but they said
regular.
they can
It's the
unify.
regular under the super.
But what's the point of that? Why don't you just just fight people for all the belts?
Well, he can't. Bivol has a fight. He's not going to turn his back on Turkey. That's why he dropped the WBC.
I heard that they were trying to get rid of those secondary belts, so that the Gilbert go back on his word or something.
Say what?
I heard that they was getting rid of those secondary belts.
Yeah, man. He went back on that. There's still secondary belts in a few divisions.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
right now, the regular champion in 68 is Plant, and Canelo's the real champ.
And I heard you.
The regular
I
champ
heard you say.
at 75 is Benavidez, and Bivol's the real champ.
I could have misheard you, but I heard you say in a few shows that Rolly's got a regular belt and he could unify with Barrios, but I thought they couldn't unify with the secondary belt.
No, he can't unify. No, only Jerron can unify. But Rolly is the regular belt champ, and Jerron's the super champ. But the thing
Yeah,
with
but
the
he can't do nothing
regular,
with that belt.
yeah, no, he fights all the mandatories. Like right now, because Rolly just won it, Jerron has to fight Chakram. But now that there's a regular, Jin Sasaki, Connor Ben, those guys would be next in line, and Rolly would have to fight them. The regular belt makes the mandatories. The super belt gets to unify.
Yeah, I remember all of that from Keith Thurman back in the day. Yeah, that's funny with Floyd. But yeah, also I wanted to ask you. I heard your interview with the Dominican. Was it Polanco?
Yeah, Polanco.
After the interview, I went and watched a few of his fights. Yeah, he's a really good fighter.
Yeah.
But
So did it
let me
match the
ask you.
shit talk?
Yeah, but nobody's talking about. I want to see him versus Tito Mercado out 47 a couple years. What do you think of that?
I'm with it. I'm with it.
That'll be a good fight.
They could do it at 42. Tito's at 40, and Rohan said he wants to fight Delgado at 40. So
Yeah, battle of the prospect. But anyway, it's 4 in the morning. Yeah, your show keeping me up at work. And I do night work, so I love the show. I love the night.
Salute, man. You got to spread the word, man. We need more UK listeners and callers, man. I only got like 15% some months.
Yeah. You know what? I finally downloaded the X Spaces because it was a little difficult. The Discord was a bit complicated for me. But I finally just figured out how to do it. So I was like, yeah, why not? Why not do it?
You,
So yeah, I'll call in some more.
All right,
Nessa, I take care.
You too. Yeah, man, we need more callers to get y'all through your days, man. Through your work days, man. I'm trying to always, be here for that. But sometimes it's difficult. That's where them interviews come through. This morning it was almost like, oh, we about to be out, and then bam. I'm like, man, I'm always texting in the background trying to get these interviews to shake out. And I think we dropped like 3 this morning. Right? Am I wrong on that? What did I send here? dog. Damn, did I not send him this morning? Wait, I'm gonna have to ask my team. I could have sworn I did Robert, right? We did Robert. I did a few this morning. Damn, I ain't even send the edit of those. That's weird. Oh, yes, I did. We did Rohan, Hector Bermudez, and Robert Garcia this morning. And then in the evening, we got off a few as well. And we did Kelvin Davis and Kyron Davis. But that looks like it is a wrap. Last caller, last super chat. We got Mr. Perfect $2. He says, Ness, you like that Brandon Moore card? Oh, yeah, I answered that, and I said yes. Well, I don't really know the whole card. I seen a few people on it, but I definitely like that Brandon Moore main event. That's the one I like. I'm all for that. He taking on Suge Knight of boxing. I like it. I like it. Stanley Wright, I think his name is. He's a decent boxer, man. He did his thing last time we seen him box. You know, it's more they got to get it together. He's a little wild with it, sloppy with it. But hey, that's that awkwardness, man. It looks like on that card we got Joshua Pagang versus James Bernardine. Never heard of him. Brandon Moore, we talked about, versus Stanley Wright. Joseph Hicks, Wendy Toussaint, Franchon Cruz, Celita Ortiz, Devell Smith, Antonio Todd. Shout out to Antonio Todd. I was just on his box rec today because of Kyron Davis beat him. Todd out here still doing his thing. Bryce Mills, ain't that a top-ranked fighter? Versus Aaron Aponte. That's a good fight. Ain't Aaron Aponte the kid from Carib Royales? Nah, Seminole. This is a different kid. Yeah, he lost. Right? This is a different kid. What else? Price Taylor. Oh, that's my heavyweight? Oh, shit. Who signed you? Nah. That's why I don't got no info. That's wild. Price on this? I'm watching this now. Ed Fontaine. I know Ed. Yeah, Ed got that good body, but he more for TV. Yeah. Oh, that's a decent fight, man. I need to watch that. 7-0, damn, Price. What the fuck? How he 7-0 already? He fought in Puerto Rico. What card was this? Fajardo. Was this? Oh, this was the Matias. This was just on. Damn, is he with Salita? Oh, wow. Hey, I'm going to get in touch with him, though. We about to get him on the show, man. That's crazy. I'm about to hit up Sosa. What's going on? But anyway, man, that looks like everything. On to the next one. Peace.